Cut the music there, so it'll be easier to hear people. All right.
Grab a character.
Grab a character. Okay. Oh, there was a character I usually use.
Oh. We got
Not
minis.
that green. I'll just have to bring my own minis.
You're welcome to it. Just make sure they stay separate.
Shield here.
Look, it's Stone's character.
Hey, let me find the shielded character.
I'm not playing Stripper Pirate. Oh, yeah.
This is not a stripper pirate.
Yeah, she is.
Boy.
This is Tessa Fairwind.
Stripper Pirate.
She'll wreck your ass.
Does that mean she isn't a Stripper Pirate?
She is not a stripper. She is a pirate. She is out for
see
booty.
the character that has that shield.
Nah.
A character.
They might have taken it. Oh yeah, this is another one.
I guess
Hey.
I'll just use
Drag Queen / extra from Cats.
That's Simon's old character.
Yeah.
Are you going to deny it?
Well, if you find a character with a shield, I'll take that.
Easy with your forearms
Oh,
on your
you found it?
map.
Oh dear.
It's dry erase.
Yeah, okay. That's fine.
There we go. Got my character. Oh boy. Let me sit back down now. Okay.
Close.
This will be fun.
Oh!
Well, thank you. Sure you don't want this one?
Yeah, I'd rather go with one with a shield.
Sure.
You're incredibly black.
No. Back to the Hell Knights.
Oh, I've got
No,
one.
Well Knight.
Do you have a cursed sword?
Unlikely.
Otherwise, there's that character that might be decent.
Yeah, this guy's looking all right, but I'd like to check.
No, I am not a short lizard wizard.
You do have a short lizard.
Oh,
Alright,
boy.
that's somebody else. Let's do that.
So I'm joined here today by 3 friends and a new stranger.
Hello.
Noah is to my left. He's actually known as Neath Ice. He has his own stream that he does.
Don't
Bullshit.
watch me.
The DM,
Never.
which is Justin. To his right is Joel, one of my good friends. And then to his right is Joseph. Thank you.
Mhm.
So we got Joseph playing what?
Changeling Sorcerer.
Joel, you're a
Priest. I'm Sarah Claire.
Saren Claire. Noah is a
Remembered.
Drow Ranger.
Drow Ranger, and I'm a half-orc fighter.
You beat me to dual-wielding Drow Ranger.
I know.
Okay.
What's your name?
Noah.
No, the
No,
your Driz.
no, I'm not Dritz. I'm actually Dritz
Okay.
master. Zach.
Oh, okay. That makes sense.
We're never giving you a mini drow.
I will get a mini drow.
No. He will stay mini drow. He'll be a halfling. It's for Niblin.
Spurf.
There's Spurniblin and what's the other one?
Darrow. Durgar.
Yep, Darrow. Darrow is the halfling darky.
Yeah. But we don't like halfling and/or gnomes.
I was almost a gnome.
You have died.
Alright. How close is everybody to having all their shit together?
I'm good.
I'm pretty close.
Alrighty.
Like, I'm workably close, so. Whenever you're ready.
Alright. At some point within the past week, you were all given a letter that basically told you to meet at the Haida Marsh Manor on Friday. This little letter read as such: Greetings, fellow seekers of adventure. I am Sheila Heidemarch, venture captain of the newest Pathfinder Society Lodge, and the only such lodge in Varisia at this time. You have come to my attention as someone who possesses a certain amount of skills and interests that make you an excellent addition to a highly specialized team. I'm putting together a matter of grave importance, not only to the society, but to Varisia as a whole. Please report on Friday by noon to the Heidemarch Manor. You will be compensated for your visit, but that reward will pale in light of riches that await you should we come to an agreement on my proposition to you. I look forward to meeting you soon. Sheila Heidemarch. So you've been taking those sides, doing your normal thing throughout the week, trying to get acclimated to the town. Friday comes, and as you're making your way to the manor, you start seeing some other people going in the exact same direction. As you approach the gate, you four eventually meet, start walking up together. Why don't you describe yourselves? Who wants to start?
An effeminate man of around 30, with the clothing and bearing of a noble, though not, as it would appear by the state of his shoes, the means. And if you look closely enough, something about him looks a little bit off. There's a little bit more white in his hair than his age would suggest, and his eyes, though you probably aren't looking close enough, look a little bit weird.
Okay. Why don't you describe yourself?
You see a medium blue male creature with runes drawn all over his face and arms.
Okay.
You see an ashen skinned elf walking beside you, covered his eyes with not only goggles but some cloth that covers upper face. And he's wearing studded leather armor and wearing a scimitar on his hilt.
How tall are you guys? I'm just curious how the game.
Well, technically it's in the game.
Well, yeah, but just for
Roughly
references.
5'8".
My character's about 5'5".
Mine too.
You guys see quite a very tall half-orc male, tusks larger than the normal half-orc, but not in a way that they're usable. Fairly grayish-green skin. He's scaled out in scale mail armor that looks like it's seen much practice, but not very much field use.
He's been hitting himself. Got it.
And he has a wrapped cloth object on his back. Attached to his back.
Alright. Any of you who have knowledge nature? Or can
My
roll a general
familiar.
knowledge check?
Thanks, Alyssa.
Knowledge nature DC 12.
Oh,
I
actually,
got
that
it.
might still work.
General knowledge DC 15.
Failed.
Got it.
Okay.
Is general knowledge separate or not?
General knowledge is separate, but that'll be on you since your snake was using knowledge nature.
Okay. Oh, 23.
Okay. So, you realize he's a Samsaran. He's a
Would that be
changeling.
Arcana?
No, nature.
Okay.
Natural order of things.
All right.
Well, I'm not
Well-
trying to hide my nature.
Yep. It's the general knowledge of what possible species are out there.
Oh, yeah, okay, that's fair.
Like,
Yep.
They exist in the world.
Samsaran. he resembles what you've heard of as a changeling. Obviously drow or burnt elf.
I like burnt
You really don't know.
I'm just a moon elf that has spent too long on the shores of Racia.
Then you're not burning in the sun. You're not a moon elf. And overcompensation half work.
6'3".
Caramel makes a note of it. The overcompensation bit.
Mm-hmm.
Is that a snake in
My
your
character
pants?
has
Have you
no
ever
idea
Black
what
Hole
your
is a
guys'
snake in
choices
your
are. I
pants.
rolled a 10.
Actually,
I have no clue because I've never seen
This is-
these outside of
The
where I'm
familiar-
from.
familiar
3 out of
face
4.
case turns into a
So I
tattoo,
told everybody who
Yep.
knows it.
Oh, I know. I'm just saying
Currently
my
it's on his
character has
left
no
hip.
clue. So
so
On his left tit.
snake's hide.
Ah, okay. And honestly, with your noble's clothes, you would actually bear some sort of emblem.
Probably.
Typically, if they were given to you by your
Versad.
Yeah.
For reference.
The
The party guys.
knowledge nobility.
Oh, yeah.
What'd you get total?
For a total, that would be a what was that? 4.
4.
That'd be a 12.
That'd
Yeah,
be 12.
that's-
You know the one of his part. He bears the marks and robes of one of the local noble families.
Okay. I want to catch it there.
Is? For what? He ain't noble yet. Most drow fight for nobility.
They fight for one house or another. So
Oh.
They're
I was-
taken in.
yeah.
Zach
They're taken in for.
originally wasn't part of House Stewart.
They can either be taken in one house or another, or they can create their own house.
Yeah.
If they are strong enough. Anyway, at least by this lore.
Anyway,
Like, can we even see him? No.
We can, but I'm trying to get everybody inside of the camera.
Yep. Anyway,
I'm doing my best to stay out of it. So
Should a familiar get a charisma boost? That's an abstract question, sorry.
anyway,
it's a snake. If it was a bunny, I'd say yes.
Oh. But it's force of personality.
If you
It
put
could
bu-
be a bunny.
You're
Caramel
not
does
putting
not
bunny
care.
ears on a snake and calling it a bunny.
He's got
Anyway,
a drug toad.
do I sense a snake?
What?
Do I sense a snake?
If you can sense ink, then sure.
Actually, yes, I can.
Alright. You sense some ink in the shape of a snake. Possibly.
possibly.
Anyway,
Which technically you can make the familiar in any shape on your body that you would wish.
No, it has to be snaky.
It has to be snaky.
Yeah.
Well, it could be like
Stylized at
it
least.
could be at least a wrap around your arm.
Yeah. It
Like
can be
a-
obscured as a snake, but it's
Mhm.
still snaky.
Anyway, Heidemarch Manor is located on the Alabaster District of Magmar. It's right by the gate to the exit of the main city. It's actually right on the northwestern portion of it. Anyway, the manor of the grounds is surrounded by a stone wall, but the front gate always hangs open. During the day, visitors are always welcome to the manor. This is actually, the original manor has now become the official Pathfinder Lodge for the city and all of Varisa as a whole. This is the main headquarters in Varisa as of your knowledge. As of your current knowledge, excuse me. As you enter the building,
Gotta make the trip.
that's me. That one's me.
you all can recognize who is one of the prominent figures in this town, Lady Heidemarch, talking to actually give me a knowledge, dungeoneering, or local. Okay, this dollar.
That would be
18.
15.
15,
12.
12,
18.
18. No.
4.
I rolled a nat 1. I'm not paying attention right this second.
Well, you actually recognize her. Surprisingly, you don't, even though you're part of the Pathfinder Society. You realize Sheila Heidemarch is talking to A renowned
said,
Pathfinder.
Like I said, I'm not paying attention right now.
A renowned Pathfinder named Koraya Azmiran. Okay. Now Koraya, let's see here, is an attractive half-elf woman dressed in leather armor and armed with a distinctive-looking mithril in redwood Achilles, which is a hooked club attached to a cord, and a bastard sword, both which are currently sheathed, of course, and hanging from her belt. She is one of the more successful Pathfinders, as in she hasn't died yet, and she's actually brought back some nice shinies within the realm of Varisia. And her most well-known accomplishment is actually exploring the dark lands underneath Varisia, called Narvoth.
Fun times.
Your other character's still down there.
No, my other character got blown out of the cave of the Hydra.
No, your other character,
Oh,
Crazy Wrath. Crazy Were-Rat.
Doofa.
Fucking doofa.
Anyway,
Anyway, you see them in such a intense discussion as she's showing her some. If you give me perception checks, you can see it. Oh, you can discern it at least.
13.
It's a stone. She's holding some stonework that has ancient Thessalonian runes carved on it.
Can I read?
Well, you recognize the people who have Thessalonian knowledge as Wrath and
Solid bear.
for some reason, it's like I said on a stone. You see it on some stonework, which all you can recognize it as a regular tablet. Sheila turns after taking a breath. Oh, welcome. You've gotten my summons then. I hate to do this, but if you would all accompany me, I still have some. How should I put this? I still have some things to talk to Pathfinder Asmiran with. Would you mind accompanying me to the next room? As she walks into the next room, followed by Pathfinder Asmiran. Will you all follow?
Yep.
I'm getting paid, I don't care.
I wait for everyone else to move in and then follow.
Okay.
Reasoning.
Undercommon?
Well, what else is missing?
By the way, your character's now 4.
Oh, for God's sake.
I don't start with that.
No, if you have high enough intelligence, you could learn it.
No, I just have
you are
to
now
spells.
You're now a burnt Johnny.
Shall I
Off the
trade
range
Elvish for
Johnny.
Undercommon then?
No need.
No, I can speak Elven.
Okay.
Yeah.
I get Elven and Undercommon.
Okay.
I was just joking.
I'll be
And I
an
have
interpreter then.
Anyway,
Why?
I think there's only one person here I can't talk to.
Fair enough.
Yep.
anyway. I apologize for the delay, as I must conclude my business with the Pathfinder here before we meet. In the meantime, though, I thought you could help us with another minor issue. This stone coffer, as she points to the one thing on this table, every other table has clutter, scrolls, books, what have you on it, except for this one table, which is cleared all but one stone coffer. This coffer is an ancient Thessalonian puzzle, a cunning feat of magic engineering known as a paradox box. As you'll see from even a casual investigation, what appears to be seams on the sides, which are only shallow grooves. There's no obvious way to open the thing. Each paradox box has its own secret method of being opened. Essentially, a paradox box substitutes hidden catches and magical triggers for locks. Given time, anyone clever enough could figure out how to open a paradox box, just as given time, a locksmith can open any lock. This particular box was among those items recovered by Koraya here. These scrolls, as she takes out something from her pocket and sets it down on the table. These scrolls are her preliminary notes on the possible triggers or methods of opening it. But she's not yet had a chance to sit down and properly investigate the thing. So, why don't you put your heads together and see if you can't do that for me? Even if the box is empty, as I suspect it probably is, knowing the method of opening it makes it a valuable find anyway. I'll return shortly, and I hope to see the box open, and hopefully intact. Think of it as an audition, if you will.
She means for you not to eat it.
Because the actual task I want to speak to you with will require as much wit as it will brawn. And with that, Lady Hydamarch exits the double doors with Koraya in deep conversation, and you are left in here with the scrolls in the paradox box.
I'll start searching through the scrolls.
I was gonna say I was gonna grab one of the scrolls.
Okay. Well, you find these a somewhat invaluable resource.
I look at him to do. I'm going to do a perception check to see if I notice whether he was gaining any information, understanding any of the information being passed to him.
Simon?
No, Noah's character.
Yeah.
Do you?
Perception check.
What language was she speaking the whole time?
Common.
Not a fucking clue.
Did it
Why
look like
shouldn't you take common, damn it?
19? Did it look like he understood any of it?
Well, yes. She was pointing to box. He got box and he got scrolls.
Caramel will be over here looking at the box.
Start reading through the scrolls.
Excuse me.
They're in common.
I'll be picking up the scroll and looking through it.
Okay?
Start cursing in undercommon. Who the fuck writes
Oh.
scrolls in common? Throw it on the ground.
I pick it up and say it undercommon. There's no need for that.
But your language is so useless.
Who said it was my language?
You speak it.
I speak many languages, including undercommon.
That one
All
particular
right.
language is useless.
It's impolite to speak in languages that others don't know.
So he comes out.
Do you speak undercommon?
Elvish.
I'm speaking in undercommon right this second.
Yeah, and he spoke to you in Elvish.
Oh, is that what you were saying in English?
Yeah.
Sorry to him in Elvish. Well, maybe if I knew the languages you spoke, I would be able to understand you.
Who doesn't speak common, for God's sake?
Those that haven't seen the light of day for very long.
All right.
Nothing.
He turns back to the box.
Anyway, the scrolls list translations of significant runes on this box, which are in ancient Thessalonian.
Okay, I know him.
Yeah. One of the most oft repeated symbols is actually the rune for gluttony,
Okay.
which you also know, which has also been noted in there to be related to necromancy magic.
Well, I take this back. Maybe you should eat this.
Just because I'm half orc doesn't mean we are that dumb and have the concept of eating everything we see in our sight.
Don't be rude to the help.
Thank you.
I'm considering you in that.
And undercommon, I look at you and say, whose slave is it?
Unless you speak undercommon, you don't know.
No, I know. No, I
There
know.
is something to tonality.
It was just an out of game kind of like, no. God damn it.
Try sense motive.
There's negatives. Oh, we're playing this game again.
So basically, looking at the scroll, though, I don't recognize any of the symbols because I don't know if that's Olympian.
Correct.
I just
However-
understand what it's written in describing it.
Yes. However, in your scroll, you actually see that she was written down that she's translated some runes that look kind of off,
Okay.
and they're only written on one side.
You look sensible. Would you like to help me with this goddamn box?
Well, I've got a good idea of some of these runes that
There's runes
don't
on it.
look quite that
And
right.
you're saying that the person that's, covered in runes.
I mean, you seem occupied.
All right. She's
This
noted-
was the first time we did it.
What?
Real fun.
Do you remember the first time what it actually was? Which you guys got pissed
It
at me
was
for?
incredibly stupid because it was a French word for currency, if I remember correctly.
Yep.
It's not a rune.
Funereal.
No.
Oh, funeral.
Real fun is what it is.
Funeral.
It is real fun.
That it is.
FLU.
EU. General.
I'm gonna go with that. I mean, he did say necromancy, didn't he?
Yes.
Ooh, maybe it's something to do with repose.
Do you know how long it took him the first time to figure this out?
I think in words.
It took him over an hour.
Well, the
Apparently
first
not.
person was
You
actually a
didn't
Oh,
have
was
all
this-
three
recognized.
words.
Wait, did he
It
use
wasn't an
lucre?
English
Yep.
word.
Oh, lucre. Okay. That's
Lucre and
fair.
cruel.
Lucre and oh,
No.
it's a pun.
No, cruel and originally the pox was with wrath,
Hmm.
and then lucre is what they had to spell out.
Well,
Yeah. He was using a word and it was supposed to change to a word that's not English based.
It's a florin,
And with that,
which is a French currency.
Hmm?
Florin is a French currency. Don't even give me that shit. It wasn't English. We weren't
No.
thinking in French.
lucre, ill-gotten gain
yes.
was
Yeah.
what it originally was.
It was
Yeah.
still French based.
Which I didn't mind putting this back in here, just because creative writing major.
Anyway,
He
go
should
ahead.
know. With that, a little beam of, I shouldn't say beam, a little dot of light starts going around the entire box.
I didn't think that was going to be the answer. I was just fucking with shit.
You seem to have figured it out fairly easy.
Necromancy, funeral.
Necromancy funeral. Who comes up with this shit?
Oh, it was.
He asks. The Thessalonians, apparently.
And with that, the light, as the beam makes its final way around the last corner, it fades off, and it seems to be there's an actual opening to the box now.
Lovely assistant, would you like to help open this?
I would say wait. She asked us to figure it out, not to open it, not to actually open it.
Well, she said she wanted it open.
We figured the lock combination out.
It's unlocked. Is it open?
Wait, isn't
It is not.
curiosity-
The lid is not open. You can
No,
assume
that's-
that it has
That's
been unlocked.
speech. That's just trying to convince them to open it.
Be my guest.
Lovely assistant?
When did I get hired as your assistant? But
No,
sure,
I asked-
I will
When
open
you get
it.
hired is lovely.
I have a 12
Yeah,
charisma.
Hey,
And
charisma
undercover.
12.
And
That's
Italy is
respectable.
his slave. Wow.
So I reach out and slowly start taking
Can
the
I
lid
check
off.
for word? Can I check for word roots to figure out that they keep talking about slaves?
Linguistics check, DC 15.
Fuck 10.
Do you open the box?
Yeah.
Okay.
Caramel
Roll
steps back again.
initiative. As you open the box, a nice bright flash of light comes out, triggering a trap.
Oh, nat 20.
I want a different D1.
Yeah, the pink die likes me more.
Somebody mind keeping
Sure.
initiative?
You got it? Okay.
Got higher than me.
That's good.
What's yours?
I'm running away.
I got 7.
And what's your character's name again?
Zach.
Zach. Zach with a K.
Okay. Yep.
Nope, with a mace.
K and no C or
No. 2.
no C. Okay. And what you got?
7 total.
7. All right. And
I got a 13.
13. And your character's name is
My character's name is Ilum.
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 ILLUM. Ilum.
Okay. And you got a 13.
I was going to say ALOON.
Yes, I got
And
13.
Ignaf.
I thought it was
Just
ALOON.
put it down as Tusk.
Why?
Oh, Tusk.
He goes
Okay.
by the name of Tusk.
Fair enough.
Good slave. name.
Oh, interesting. Anyway,
Thus the enlarged but non-usable.
initiative
14.
14. There's a trait you can get for big tusks.
Well, there's a trait you can have that lets you use them as a bite. Yeah.
But you didn't go for it.
14
Nope.
and 16 for number 1 and number 2. One sec.
Fucking goblins.
No.
Pugwampus.
Oh dear Lord! Don't even start with those
Shoot.
things. Worst creatures you have ever dealt with.
We ended up killing a goat. Bullshit, we didn't kill it. No, the Pugwampus.
Well, if it's under 5 pounds, I'm set.
I'm like 90% certain somebody baseball batted the goat off a cliff.
And onto a giant cactus.
That too. Mostly because for some odd reason, no matter what we did, we couldn't cut the fucking rope.
Speaking of Pugwampus, give me knowledge, nature, or arcana.
Ah, fucking hell.
I just opened the lid. I see these two things pop out. I'm like,
The
17?
snakes come out. As
How many snakes?
1.
Okay.
I said snakes possessive. Or, no, contraction. Because, not 20. So, she'll know. Won't be telling me, though, but...
You see these 2 lovely creatures.
the one on the left.
Pugwampus.
Which, weren't you wanting to stay away from those because of these?
Adventure
23
ruining.
knowledge arcana.
Knowledge arcana. Fantastic. You know these creatures as Pugwampus, as if the world's most revolting lapdog had somehow learned to walk on its back legs. These sleepy creatures always slink forward carefully, but always seem to bring dismay wherever they roam, wherever they flow. You also know Yeah, oh, I forgot about that. They are actually fairly resistant to generic attacks. And let's see here. They are resistant to some spells as well. They are actually tiny fey. And of course, like I said, they bring a
Fucking little gremlins.
yes, effectively.
Are they or are they not? Gremlin Pugwampus.
Yep.
Pugwampi.
Mm-hmm. All right. Who's first?
What was your knowledge on Arcana, or was it
It's
Arcana for the snake.
Do you have telepathy with the snake?
Empathy.
Empathy.
He's not telling me jack shit. Or she.
You feel a very hostile nature coming from your snake.
Snake does not like the gremlins. Is it possible to ready a 5-foot step? I forget.
You cannot. You'd have to ready an action, which is a 4-round move.
Oh, okay. So,
Effectively changing your
yes.
order.
Okay. In that case, 5 foot back.
Which is a free action.
Yeah. Really?
Yes.
I thought it was a move.
No.
No, it's not
It's
considered
a
a
move.
move.
It's a move action, but it's not
Considered a move. It's a free 5-foot step.
Oh,
Does not
free
provoke
5-foot step.
Attack opportunity.
Yeah.
You cannot move any further distance, but you still get effectively a move action.
Actually, I'm not in any threatened ranges, so I'm gonna go back to
They
this
are
corner.
tiny. Yes.
So
So that is a full move action then. Or
Yeah.
not a full move action, a move
But
action.
a move action, yes. And I'm gonna fire a magic missile at the one in the back. Because, magic missile. Always
Yeah.
reliable.
Auto hits.
Yeah. That's die 4.
Yes, 1d4 plus 1.
Nice.
Oh, 5.
All right. Let's see here. They have. Where the hell am I? Let's see here. 1, 2, 5 damage. Okay. And I need Joel and Noah to roll me 1d6. Okay, we're gonna have. Thank you. All right. Who's up next? Who's up next?
Oh,
Yeah,
sorry.
I have it written down.
Yep. Tusk, 14. So I think one of the goblins is up.
Okay, yeah, I think it's Goblin 1. Goblin 1 jumps off the table, starts running over, and starts pulling books off the shelf, laughing maniacally.
Kill that fucker.
Next,
Goblin 2 has 14. Tusk also has 14.
Tusk, you go first.
Yeah. I pull my shield and that's a move still, right?
That's a move action.
Yep. And then
What type of shield do you have?
It's a heavy steel shield.
Heavy steel shield. Does it? You'll need to look to see what it takes to equip that
Yeah.
later on, but we'll call
Yeah,
it a
well,
move action
okay.
now.
And go for a shield bash.
Okay.
Oh, nice.
Roll it again.
So that's 20 on the first, and nope.
Is that a nat 1?
That's an L one. So we're going within.
And roll
I
that
just
again.
miss. Oh. I just miss.
What's the two lower?
The lowest is 19.
The lowest was 19 between
Out of
those two.
the crit fit.
Crit fails. The lowest was a 19?
Yeah.
Okay. You just missed then. But
Anyway, I'll look at
as
the
you
equipment.
miss, you actually knock the coffer on the tape that was on the table down onto the ground.
God damn it.
You see a few objects spill out of it. Okay, next. Goblin 2.
Goblin 2.
Well, as he sees you just try to throw a shield at his face, he just looks at you and laughs. And decides to take a swing at you. Which will miss.
First level combat.
Mm-hmm.
Thank God there aren't any house cats.
Well, I have an AC of 21.
That too.
First level.
That too.
And they have a +3.
Is he A next?
Believe so, yeah. It is. Believe.
Bless you.
He hands you a tissue.
That's my move and my action.
I look at you. Loth be with you too.
Forget this phrase.
Now they get into a theology battle, which takes them out of combat.
Not even saloon, just loft.
Alright, it's similar to drawing a weapon. So it's
Drawing
like
a
move action.
weapon. Okay, just want to
Or
make sure.
if you have a +1 base attack, it's
It takes the
on
goblin
part of
to
the
It's-
go around the draw.
It's part
Yeah.
of a move
on the
action.
wall.
Yeah.
Or it
So-
can be part of a move
Yeah.
action, but
That's what I'm saying. It's just similar to a weapon.
That is technically your weapon.
Pull out my short bow. Proceed to try and peg off this one over here.
Okay. Cool.
High enough.
Base 14, yeah.
+7.
Okay, you hit.
Second roll, right?
Nope.
Oh, I'm out of the range.
No.
I blessed you.
Oh yeah.
Oh.
So 5 damage.
5 damage. 1. Yes.
Right.
As yeah.
Because I'm not David.
Okay, you do realize that combat would have been over in a quarter of the time if you'd have just blessed everyone.
Yeah, I know.
You
Right.
keep throwing your freaking hammer.
I will.
I was trying to bring down the place. What are you talking
You
about?
did after jumping on the beam and
I did everything but just blatantly tell him what to do when
Yeah.
it came to that.
anyway, next.
As
As an arrow is slung into this Pugwampai's buttocks.
Dead center.
Alright.
You're up.
Yes. Go for the Goblin 2 with another magic missile, because that worked out. Alright, 4.
4. As you see this Pugwampai basically get struck in the temple with a magic missile and fall unconscious onto the table. Next. It was originally 1,
So now it's Tusk.
now it's Tusk.
I thought that one was the one who died.
No, the one on the table.
Alright, the one on the table died. Alright,
Yep.
fair
Well,
enough.
having missed and then saw.
Oh, you
contents-
originally said number 1. Yeah, we'll just
Oh,
do number
whatever.
2. That's the one I initially gave
Goblins
you
are all
five.
the same to me.
Especially when they start running around.
Having
It's not- it's not
everything
a
from
goblin,
that
it's
box
a
is filled down here, right?
Yes, this was the
Gremlin,
box.
Yep. 1, 2. I get there and I reach down and start picking up the contents.
Okay. Next.
Focus our damn fire. Goblin 2.
By the way, you pick up what appears to be a dagger, 3 garnets, and a ring. Anyway, you said 2?
Yeah.
2 grabs a book, turns around, throws it at you. Please be. and it falls right there.
Because here's what effectively happened.
No, he turned around, tries to throw a book, gets a hernia from his rear end due to the arrow, and Pissant throws it.
That's pretty much what happens when I throw stuff. So
Do you always have an arrow in your bottom?
no, just throwing it right at the ground.
Okay. Anyway, next.
Would be me.
Yep.
Bless last number of rounds, blah, blah, blah.
Yeah, it's got plenty of rounds left.
You could just let him finish it off. Or delay.
I'll delay till after him. I'll see what he does first. See if it kills it. Look, you're up.
You have a small pugwampai cursing at you in some... Actually...
What language?
In Undercommon.
Drop bow. Walk over, unsheathing scimitar. Plus 6, so 15 total.
Hits.
Dead. 7 total damage.
Yep. As he's flipping you off
I make sure to go right across both fingers.
and effectively scalping the poor guy as he falls on the ground dead with a little bit of blood spray.
Whatever.
Congratulations.
This is rated PG, that has to be rainbows.
Or censored. Pixelated. Pixelate everything. Within a few seconds, aka prop, it's on to 6. 24 seconds. You see Sheila run back in with Lady Asmir.
Well, right after he does that, I'm gonna go over there, pick up the book, and put it back on the shelf.
Okay.
I'm
So
gonna
you go
start
do that.
using these terrible scrolls to clean off my blade. They're all written in common. I can't read this shit.
Okay.
I mutter at him in Elvish, but make no move to stop him.
I'm gonna straight out tell you my own comment. Please don't ruin those scrolls. I can read them perfectly fine.
Have the slave carry them with us then.
No, I can't make another linguistics.
She runs in and she basically shouts, "What's going on in here?"
A party? Did you want to join?
What happened? We heard fighting.
Yes,
Look over,
that's
the
because
slave
we were
freed
fighting.
his brethren from the box.
She mean his brethren. And she basically looks. Oh,
Can she speak Undercommon?
yes.
Okay.
She mutters back to you. So you didn't get any of my words earlier, did you?
I was going to ask about
my,
that.
my apologies.
The blue man told me much of what you needed to say.
Very good. Well, at least you were able to help out in this scuffle. And whatever was in that box, feel free to keep. As long as I was just interested in the box anyway.
How much will you give me for this pick up the dead body?
Whatever was in the box.
Cheapskate.
Throw it at.
Yeah,
That
You
was part of the auditions.
you shouldn't throw things like him. He might think you're trying to feed him.
Oh, very true. I want an X.
You're not
give
getting
the wrong
shit,
impression.
sir, by the way.
He's looking at Lady Hunter. What are they saying? What are they saying? What are they saying? Nothing.
Don't worry about it. She turns to Lady Esmond and and basically says, "Thank you for your time. We'll be in touch." And Pathfinder Asmir is on her way out. She turns to you, beckons you all to sit down at the table. After she has a maid come by and cleans up the blood.
I appropriate a small vial of the blood for my own purposes, using prestidigitation.
Prestidigitation wouldn't be able to. It'll be able to lift or lower.
Mm-hmm.
It cannot acquire.
All right.
So what you could do is basically take a body
I mean,
and get the body.
no, I'm thinking of it as miscellaneous spell effects, but no, all right.
Yeah, you wouldn't be able to acquire anything with prestidigitation. You can lift or lower, so you could lift a body in order to have blood drain out, and you can collect it in a vial.
Or you can just use Mage Hand.
That'd be
That's for
worse.
later in the night.
Lift
Oh,
and
God.
spread.
Alright.
There's my arrow.
All right.
Anyway.
First of all, allow me to apologize for that unpleasantness regarding the gremlins.
I will say in common. What did you find in the box?
Well, it looks like the contents that spilled out happened to have been a dagger, 3 garnets, and a ring.
I'll
So-
use detect magic.
Detect magic. Let's see here.
I have them all sitting out on the table now, so.
Oh, that's kind of you.
You detect an aura coming off the ring.
Okay, hold.
This
Yep.
ultimate equipment, please. The other one.
That's fine.
Johnny's ring of invisibility.
Fuck you.
Kind of hoping actually it's a ring protection.
Never want to go in without protection.
Exactly.
Okay, you detect it as faint.
Okay.
Continue holding. It is you detect transmutation.
Okay.
Spellcraft. Your snake can no, your snake can't assist because
My snake can't assist, can I?
you can. Do you have spellcraft?
Of course.
Okay.
I'm a sorcerer.
Okay.
Oh, fuck's sake.
Is it above a 10?
14.
14, so it's above a 10. You assist him in a +2.
So that'd be 20 altogether.
20 altogether. You detect that it is a ring of featherfall.
Oh, I got that already. So.
Somebody can do an appraise on the garnets.
I mean, I'd just be doing intelligence, but
I just grab one of the garnets and hand you straight up hand you one of the garnets. Consider that your pay, part of your pay.
Very well.
can I at least appraise them so that we can stiff him properly? Can I at least appraise the garnet so that we can stiff him properly?
What are you guys saying this in?
This
is mattering for my character.
Probably common.
You're just Evidor.
If it's against me, it's in common. It's against you,
Actually-
it's either elven or
Well, I might-
undercommon.
Yeah, I'll probably go with common. No reason to exclude you.
You've been totally sociable towards him the whole time. You've been unsociable to him. I'm in the exact
You
opposite.
can give me a general intelligence.
That's what I'm just trying to understand for my character. So.
Ah, fuck's sake. 1.
Ooh, shiny. Probably worth 10,000 gold pieces.
Are you insane? Giving that to the drow?
22.
14.
22. They are nice garnets, but then again, they're not the high-end garnets. They're around, give or take, 50 gold a piece.
Okay. Would you be able to figure out what they were worth? Or?
No.
It's a gemstone.
Yeah.
You like it.
That's pretty much what
You
it
can
is.
sell it.
Yeah.
Could I get that dagger? Anybody?
Dagger has no use to me. I've already got one.
I don't.
Okay.
I hand you a dagger.
I got a dagger now.
I hand you the guard. I'm keeping the ring.
I don't know what the ring does, so you never
You
said
just
what
thought
the
of it
ring
as
does.
a ring. You
It just looks as a ring to me.
In common, I say, this garnet's worth about 50 gold pieces. So, And you can have the last garnet. I don't care. I have no use for it.
Thanks.
I have no use for it. You get the dagger. All I'm taking is a ring.
Okay, you take the dagger. The dagger is in a leather sheath.
Nice.
Good leather.
Alyssa
I
coils
didn't
around it.
detect any,
Huh?
Alyssa coils around it.
Okay?
I didn't detect any magic coming from the dagger at all.
Nope. No magic coming from the dagger.
Does it look masterwork or just dagger?
Perception.
Very vague.
I'm not paying
4.
attention to the dagger.
4 plus 2. I
4
mean,
plus 2.
she. Can I roll for her instead? Because she's
Yeah.
closer to it. Oh,
She would roll
18
better.
plus 11. No, wait. 18 plus 9.
She really, really likes the dagger.
Good girl.
Mm-hmm. She actually unsheathed it.
Oh, now that she's unsheathed the dagger, I'm going to look. That's going to be plus an 11, be 29.
You see there's some nice ornate silver filigree all along the handle and on the pommel, as well as the guard. As she unsheathes it, you see it's a lot shinier than an average steel dagger, or even that of an iron dagger. What you can tell is that it's the sheen of silver.
Ooh, knowledge, would it be knowledge nature?
Hmm?
It's mithril, isn't it?
It's our.
That'd be knowledge. It could be knowledge nature, or a blacksmithing check.
I can do knowledge nature.
I was going to say, I say an arcana, would you? Can you tell me what that's made of?
Only plus 5, so 10.
You can
I got
discern it as
13.
silver. What it looks like to you.
I got a 13.
13.
It just looks
I
like
got
silver.
21.
It seems to be a masterwork silver dagger.
I was going to say, I got 21. So, yeah, that's fine.
So
That's good.
now you know it is a masterwork silver dagger.
It's a nice masterwork silver dagger.
All right.
So, you didn't get jibbed. You got both a topaz and a silver dagger.
Topaz.
I mean, not topaz.
Garnet.
But garnet.
Topaz.
Change it on me. This is worthless now. Stop changing.
It's now diamond.
It's the son of ever-changing elements.
You have to sell it at the right time, within 5 seconds. I'll give you this. Quick, buy it. Damn it!
Why are you so eager to
Look
sell
out, plutonium now. Run.
it? You hold on to that. Okay. How
Why are you running away from a garnet?
Weapon grade.
I don't know. I heard something about some kind of camel was carrying around a lot of high explosive one time.
Anyway,
How to make a
Back
camel
to
hate
this.
life.
substitute the water in its body for nitroglycerin?
first of all, allow me to apologize for that unpleasantness regarding the gremlins. But it does prove an excellent object lesson. The life of an adventurer is not one of the weak of heart. That you not only took care of the gremlins, but also got the box open in the first place is all the confirmation I need that my gut was right. You're the perfect group for the job I have in mind. You see, I've recently had trouble with one of my informants here in Magnamar. Her name is Natalia Van Kasterkin. She's a half-Varisian who recently approached the Pathfinder Society with an offer to serve as a street informant. She runs with one of the Sarni gangs in this little land. Kind of like a
Nasty little bunch.
yeah, there's kind of a nasty bunch, but they're all in their own little families.
Which one does she belong to?
When dealing with the Sarni, one tends not to ask too many questions on how they acquire things or who they might be informing for. The less you know, the better. Now, like I said, she runs with the Sarni. I'm not sure which group she is, A week ago, Natalia sent me a cryptic hint that her gang was on the verge of uncovering an item that would be of great interest to the society. Since the Sarni's method of uncovering something often involves let's say an armed robbery, or possibly breaking into somebody's personal chambers, we thought it prudent not to press any further details. Instead, we waited to see what it would produce. Suffice it to say, she hinted strongly that it pertained to Thassalon, and the promise to meet with me to discuss these findings 3 days ago. Suffice to say, she never kept that promise. Instead, she seems to have simply vanished, is the right word. Initially, I assumed that the acquisition of the item was simply taking longer than expected. But now I'm hearing rumors from the other Sarni that they are looking for her as well. Seems likely that Natalia has absconded with the item she has discovered. And that is where you enter, my friends. I want to know what it was that Natalia and the Sarni had found. In fact, I'm more interested in that than in what happened to Natalia herself. For now, I'd like to keep all of this quiet. If you can find out what happened to Natalia without letting on a lot of people know she was also working for me as an informant, that would be most preferable. That's a big part of why I'm coming to you as new members of Pathfinder Society now with this task. You don't yet have a reputation in Magnemar. And as such, the lowlifes and criminals you're likely to encounter may be more likely to talk. So, I recommend you go out there and look for Natalia, find out what happened to her, and to this item she and her gang discovered. If you can secure the item, all the better. Bring it back to me, and I'll have a reward of 500 gold pieces for you. And if you can bring Natalia back alive for me to speak to, I'll double it. And as such, she basically tells you she'd like you to start as soon as possible.
What is she saying all this in?
If she speaks in Elvish, I can relay to
Well, I
Tusk.
was gonna say whatever language she's saying, because we need to know which one of us is translating.
She's saying it in common.
Okay, I'm gonna translate it
He's
into other common for you.
He's translating it to you. You're effectively getting the gist of this.
How
you both.
She said she said 500
500 gold if you can bring back the item.
Item and double it if we can bring Natalia back alive.
With the item.
Yeah.
Nothing of just Natalia. No, I'm kidding.
So she is worthless after all.
Of course she is.
She's an informant.
She's worth 500 gold if we bring her back
Alive.
alive.
Why are you looking at me? I wasn't.
Alive.
If she's dead when we get there, can we have 250 if we bring back the body?
Why would I pay for a body?
Speak with dead? It's consensual, so I think. Consensual only, I mean.
There's a lot of things you can do with a dead body that are technically consensual. Marionettes?
Yeah, that's what it's called.
Only 500? That's nowhere near as bad as it was in more. I mean.
Anyway.
So the goal is secure the item and Natalia back alive for 1,000 gold.
As well as find them.
Well, of course, we'll find them first.
Do we have any ideas on where we should start?
Well, if you're wanting to find some information about the sign, then I would recommend There is one person that I could tell you about. He served as an informant for the Pathfinders before. He's basically a in-between, go-to person for information on the Sarni gangs, or as you would say, a middleman before getting to one of their families.
His name?
The amazing Zogarthi.
18. That's going to be 24.
For
Knowledge. Local.
knowledge of, you've heard of him. There's not much amazing about him. He's actually lives, or his shop or tent of the all-seeing eye is in Washer's Row.
You mean that vagabond in Washer's Row?
Not quite right. Hey, he's in part of a, how should I put this?
Joel, what was your race again? Totally forgot.
Samsarian.
What did they put here? Oh, he's in one of the permanent street fairs of the town.
Yes, I know.
Mm-hmm. I've never went over there myself, but he raves
I
about
wonder why.
it. Anyway, knowledge local for anybody who has it, or who's, yeah.
What is this for?
Knowledge local for
17.
information on Sarni gangs. Okay.
Just 13 for me, so.
13. You know, there's typically the Sarni are generally don't involve themselves in particularly violent crimes. In many cases, and in many cases, they're actually help to protect and police the less fortunate neighborhoods, effectively acting like a mafia family.
That's what I was asking which Sarni gang. I'm from around here.
Yep. There are 6 major Sarni gangs: the Creepers, Doolin's Lads, the Gallowed, which, yes, the Gallowed are the most notorious and basically the strongest Sarni gang within the entire town. Effectively, it's rumored that all of them have a bounty on their head.
It was the most dangerous to be trying to track.
Anyway, the Gallowed, the Tower Girls, the Washside Ringers, and the Wreck Wash Blades. And the Washside Ringers are the ones who own the territory in which the amazing Zogarthi is found.
I pass along the information.
Let's go.
We're looking for a vagabond that calls himself the amazing Zogarthi.
If we speak to a vagabond, we might as well have him do it.
Mm-hmm.
Where's the other one?
He has a certain finesse about him that might link himself better.
Now,
Remind me, Aramel says to himself in Elvish, to pick up Undercommon at some point.
I say in Elven, whatever for. We can translate whatever you need to know.
Fuck you, he says.
Well, that's not very nice.
No,
As
it
I
isn't.
say in Elven.
Time.
I just see these like 3 people just talking back and forth like, I have no clue what's going on.
I'm
And
getting
he's
them
in
the
love
business.
with him, and there's a 3-way love triangle or something going on here. It's really confusing. I'm just going to sit here and just nod my head.
I could use Drow sign language if you know that.
so you know common, you know common, you know common.
Yep.
Correct?
Yes.
He's
Those 3 know common. We 3 know Elven. Us 2 know Undercommon.
You were putting a rank in linguistics and knowing common next
I'm
Just
putting
to
a rank
put
in
an
linguistics and knowing
to
Undercommon.
this triage.
You could be nice to just give it to him now.
Fuck no. I'm making him lose that skill point.
I think that
Plus, you'll need it eventually.
Mhm.
especially if you're walking around in the upper worlds. Everything's written in common.
I'm actually going to start training him in common anyway. That way he can speak, at least to sell stuff.
Sell stuff and find out where the bathrooms are. Trust me.
biblioteca.
Going to any foreign country and not knowing how to ask for the bathroom is hell. Anyway.
Fromage. You see what cheese? Anyway.
Well, just as a warning, as you're going out there, you're going into the more desolate districts. There has been rumor around the streets, and it's been proven true that supposedly proven true that there are Nadessian slavers prowling the streets of late. And being abducted by a slaver in the middle of the night would certainly explain Natalia's absence. Heck, she might have even been picked up by the city guard for all I know. In which case, if you want to visit the amazing Zolgathi, by all means, he probably has a decent amount of information. Otherwise, give a quick visit to Arvensor, which is the garrison for the city's watch. It might yield some clues, but other than that, I have nothing else to go on.
Very well. We'll see what we can find.
I will leave you to it. All right.
Consensus. Do we want to go find the amazing Zolgathi? I say this both first in common, then in undercommon.
Yeah, you're so taking common for next level.
Or should we just go talk to the city garrison?
I believe we should talk to Arvensor first of the garrison.
What, you don't want to do the amazing Zolgathi?
We'll have our less reputable.
Personally, I'm more inclined towards finding this vagabond. It seems easier. And yourself?
I agree, thinking we should find the amazing Zolgathi first. It would probably be definitely easier to locate.
Yes. Also, easier to beat up. If
We're
we
not
need
gonna
it.
just beat people up right off.
Well,
the door.
no, but if we need to, it's easier to beat up in a vagabond than
A garrison
guardsman.
leader would be
Well, if you give
much
us reason
easier
to,
talk
yes.
to
We're
than
not
a
just going to go out of our
vagabond.
way just to beat them up.
He's just there
not
for
necessarily.
gold.
We can't rule things out.
What are we gonna do? Throw our garnets on the table and just have them give us information? Or are we gonna have our slave here do it for us?
I keep having to ignore the fact he's saying this stuff.
Did you try a sense motive?
No, because I literally can't do that when I don't understand the language.
No, you
But
can't.
He pointed
can
at
sense
me.
motive.
You can sense motive. It's just like a minus. No, it's actually an
Yeah.
entirely distinct.
What's the total?
Yeah. No. 9.
You just see him kind of just doing this, and
He's talking about
He's
you.
talking about
he's
you.
talking about you.
Well, I have a feeling he's talking about
You
me, but
assume
again,
he's thinking you was dirty.
Fair enough.
Dirty.
You know it to be true.
You would. I wouldn't even let my writing gecko mate with that.
Anyway.
Anyways, are we
Anyway.
finding and beating this vagrant? Finding this vagrant?
The amazing
Well,
Zolgathi, yes.
we could
Yes,
also
probably be-
do another. There's also option number 2, or I should say number 3. 2 can go to one place and 2 can go to the other.
That sounds lovely, Aramel says, sarcastically.
that one on sense motive.
You believe that's the perfect plan. Or he's suggesting
Sounds
it's a
like the
perfect plan.
perfect plan to me then. If he's okay with it.
Not a fucking chance. We go together. I don't trust you elven bastards out of my sight for a second.
Who are you calling Gelman?
Him, mostly.
mind erasing while you guys make up your minds.
So,
might just-
what are we doing then?
It's 2
There's-
on Zolgarthy versus.
I made the suggestion of 2 of us going to the Zolgarthy, since you 2 seem to be inclined to go to the Zolgarthy. We seem to be inclined to go to the garrison and talk to Ivansaur. I suggest y'all go talk to Zolgarthy, and we go talk to Iverson.
Well, I'm not too fond in the idea of really splitting up, since we are
Level
torn.
1 split ups. What could go wrong?
Nothing
Might as
for
well go into the garrison.
I just want to get this straight. Going into the garrison before Zolgarthy, I'm trying to get your point of view on this. For your reasoning.
The orc is more
trying-
polite than
Have
any
one
of us.
reasoning.
I'm trying
Look
to.
at you in undercommon. The did he say?
So much for this lasting.
Anyway,
See what
Joel,
happens.
so-
I plan something nice out, and they just go fuck it up.
Anyway, Joel, so
You're leaving us to our own machinations here.
as I basically my character had asked.
My plan. If we're information gathering right now, it's better to try to cover more ground as possible.
No. For the garrison first.
I
Not
said,
for splitting up.
it's
The
all-
reason to go to the garrison first.
Are you wanted or something?
No, but I don't care to see my uncle or some other relative that I've forgotten existed who works in the government again.
Yeah, if you've got family, especially in the garrison,
I don't know them. I just said that I wouldn't know who the hell they were.
you just said you wouldn't want to see your uncle.
Yes, because they'd want to see me, which is disgusting.
But it would be a lot easier to get the information from them than it would be from a vagabond.
Have you met a vagabond? They'll give you information in exchange for a copper or a piece of cheese. Or, for that matter, drugs, of which I have many.
Well,
So-
it probably would definitely be easier actually to get him.
I say it on common. He has drugs.
I have a lot of fucking drugs.
As he probably says in Elvish.
Yes.
So they want to go to the Zergoth, the amazing Zergothi.
Just let them.
They don't want to split up though. They're dead set against not going to the garrison.
Incidentally, how receptive do you think the guards are going to be to a drow and some blue guy walking into their offices at whatever hour this is?
Noon.
I'm still kind of like looking around. What was your?
Surprisingly
I'm
receptive.
relating this to our orcish friend as I speak, because I've realized that they're not going to
Most-
accommodate
I
him.
mean,
No, actually, I've been translating back and
All
forth
right,
also.
fair. That's fair. I'll translate for him. You'll translate for him.
Pretty much.
We've split into teams.
Good. And honestly, we should split further, and you guys go that way, and we'll go that way.
And do you expect me to pay your bail as well when they
No,
throw you in the
no.
holding cells?
We've done nothing wrong.
Oh, yes, because the
Okay.
guard are always arresting based on who's done something
I'll
wrong.
settle this. We'll go
God,
to the guard
he's-
first.
He's speaking like a drow.
No.
Or a druid
I'm
guard.
speaking like a noble.
Anybody black.
All right. I'll settle this. I'm changing my vote. We'll go to the guard first.
Oh, fine. Anything to stop this.
Which is the brack, man.
My whole,
I never
my,
did get
whole-
your
my
reasoning,
whole,
but that's fine.
well, I said my whole reasoning for going to the guard first is because, especially since we've got a noble here who has family.
Might have family.
You said you had an uncle in the garrison.
No, I said I've
No,
got an
you
uncle
said-
anywhere.
He might have an uncle in the government,
Yeah.
is what he said.
Oh,
which could be
If
in
there's
the
an
garrison.
inspector or
Find
something.
out.
Alright. But, that being said whatsoever, you know, my reasoning for going to the garrison first is that, you know, even if we go to the vagabond next, let's go to the more reliable source first.
That way we can check information when we get over to the vagabond.
Fair enough.
That's fine. Like I said, I'm
I mean,
willing to get us moving along instead of sitting here and doing this weird bickering and God knows I don't know what
Okay,
you guys are
March.
talking about with
You
between
gonna
one
come get
another
us and we
stuff.
get thrown in jail?
She's gone.
All right.
I'm sorry, I don't speak undercommon.
She says
Bullshit!
She says it undercommon.
All right.
Well, no hablo inglés.
No hablo
Mexican. She just
Alright.
speaks the generic undercommon term.
What's that, Dominic?
Off we go. Toward the garrison.
Okay. Off to Arvensor. Now, this structure looms in the southern part of the city, high above the districts of Lowcleft and Naus. Naus? Naus, yes. This tower itself is about
If that's
400...
your pronounced noose.
N-A-O-S. Naus.
I know, I'm just speaking fast.
Yes, as usual. The tower itself is about 400 feet tall, with a lower portion built into the side of the sea cleft that splits the city. The sea cleft that splits the city in half. There's watch officers stationed on Arvensor, which have very, very busy schedules. I mean, you see the typical guard on rounds. They don't like to mess with the public. However, if you aren't, how should I put this? If you aren't opposed to waiting, somebody will eventually get with you. You walk in the main entry. You see that there is a large desk with a fairly equipped female, as in a longsword, a mace, shield, like a heavy steel shield, and decked out in full plate.
Feels just like home.
Decked out.
I start walking towards
Can I roll perception to see if she's got combat training? Or
She looks.
Perception, yes, she has combat training.
all right.
She is combat ready.
All right, 14.
They
Fair
don't.
enough.
She wears.
No, she's just wearing all this because.
She wears the crest of the City Watch.
Mm-hmm.
She has been fully trained and put through their program.
Like I said, I start walking towards her. Blessings of Nethys upon you.
State your business, cleric.
Very good. I need some information on a certain individual.
We do not babysit at Arvensor. If you're looking for general information, go to one of the main houses. We are not here as a tourist stop.
We just
Can I sort of like to use diplomacy to intimate? I mean, at least
You're
make
wanting
it
to get
apparent that
Okay, go ahead. I'm not
Too
gonna
many
get into
kids
this
is
one.
I mean,
I'm
I can seduce her if you want. You said not to seduce people.
That'd probably be a good thing.
All right.
Not
Well,
to.
first of all,
This is all in common. Fuck you.
anyway, I'm going to go up and say, "Excuse me, we're not tourists. I happen to be a noble." Flash the signet ring. Could we please get some information?
She puts her pen down. On whom, O mighty lord, with the drollest of accents, the sarcasm dripping from her lips.
Who are we looking for information about again, Blue?
Son of a bitch. You just see this person walk up. Just,
And,
no,
I'm
just
just,
think
and
of
I'm just, I'm just
like
looking
a
down to my right. At you. I'm
He
just
He
like,
said that in
in a
common.
common person.
He said that in
I know. I'm
common.
just looking down at him, just to the right, like.
No, like picture this: you go to the
Really?
police station, a person in like this big ass like
Guys,
someone in a
they're
business suit
just smiling.
walks in. I am part of the noble family. Flashes them like a badge or something. I need information on someone. Who the hell is
Wasn't
looking
it
for?
really?
Listen, I'm a versad. We don't go in for sensible.
Her
Anyway,
name's
blue guy.
Natalia.
Yes, Natalia kills. What's her name? That one.
Well, there's plenty of Natalias around, but the one we have a bounty on, as we have a bounty on every Sarni that might come in. Let's see here. I know she is known to this. She is very known to the City Watch. She's a petty burglar, known to run around with the Tower Girls.
So that's the group she runs with.
Yes, and that I also know that Natalia has vanished. Natalia has vanished is news to that she's being looked for by both you and the Sarni. It's also news to me.
Sarni you're looking for as well?
Yes. She hasn't been picked up by any patrols in any event, though. Granted, I'm not surprised if she's been she has been disappeared for a while now, or for a bit. As the Sarni tend to solve their own problems, if you get what I mean.
You saying she's probably swimming upside down in a cesspit somewhere?
Quite possibly. But if anyone knows more, it's probably the Tower Girls.
Well, thank you for the information. Blessings and mercies upon you.
Have a good day. Is that all you need to know?
Yes, you've been quite helpful. Thank you.
Well, if you have any more recent information about the whereabouts of the Magnificent.
I know where he's at. I know where he's located.
Fair enough.
There's the reason I didn't wish to go down there first. It's a filthy pigsty down there.
Oh, grow up.
Pompous ass.
Yes. And you are?
I am a cleric of Necklace.
Yes. That much is clear.
Anyway.
Ha! Bring the big one!
Oh, god damn it. Anyway.
I say it undercover. I'm not sure I like this one.
I can't get a good read on him.
Yes, he can't understand him.
He's evidently a noble of this town. That's very. Do what?
There was a player that was a noble that was playing roughly how you were playing.
Yeah.
Horcus.
Oh God, yeah.
Anyway.
Continuing.
They didn't like that NPC.
He's a noble of this town that
he was about 10 times
very
faster than me.
pompous.
Or I should say, like, snarky.
Yes.
I'm not sure how he'll be in combat, but we'll see.
I literally just killed a couple of gremlins in front of you.
One couple.
You killed me.
I killed one.
I'm saying this in undercommon.
Yes.
Are you saying this while we're walking?
Yes.
Yes,
we are walking towards the filthy cesspit, I believe.
We're walking towards Washer's Row.
It should be somewhat clean. It is a wash house.
Well, that'd be very than anything.
Yeah, kind of.
Yeah.
So we have information as far as who she runs with. Now we just need to find out whereabouts of this group.
Mm-hmm.
Anyway, proceeding towards Zarathi the Magnificent.
The amazing Zarathi.
All right. So, Let's see here. All right. Just as an FYI, this is a map of the town.
Yes.
Okay. Item Arch Manor. Right up here. Your initial Avansor. It's a nice large tower there that holds dozens upon dozens of criminals. You are now going to Washer's Row, which is way down in the Alabaster District.
That's gonna take a while to get across town.
Takes a bit to get across town. Not too bad. Anyway,
When crossing through the Alabaster Gate, Saramel spits at his feet.
you would have been spitting at your feet a long time ago. You're in the Poe district.
Oh, for
In the Poe. Not poor, Poe.
They lost an R.
They lost the OR. They can't afford it. It's just Poe.
No. When he's going back into the Alabaster District,
Oh, yes.
does not like it.
Okay. Anyway. As you approach Washer's Row, at the southern end, a tattered banner hanging over the entrance to a small side street advertises Professor Cavaliero's stupendous exhibitions of the outrageous and sublime. Beyond this overly exuberant advertisement is a squalid setup consisting of little more than a series of run-down sideshow booths and carts with assorted games and amusements of the meaner sort.
And one, they got the amazing giant midgets. Look, they're 6 feet tall. The talking mute.
To one side, you see urchins pitching pennies at lily pads floating in a small scum-covered fountain, while a bored carny looks on. Nearby, you can hear the sounds of cats hissing and fighting arising from behind a cart, where a small crowd of ne'er-do-wells have gathered to cheer and place bets. Everywhere lurks faces pinched with suspicions of hunger, or with suspicion or hunger, excuse me. Expressions worn by carnival workers and visitors alike. This is not the sort of place to be careless with one's coin pouch. At the end of the row, you see a small blue tent with horribly stitched stars and moons on it.
You want to take 2 guesses who works and lives in that little tent?
Evidently not magnificent enough to clean his house.
Welcome to Washer's Row.
Too poetic scene.
Oh god, I remember what happened.
You just now remembered what happened here last time.
We're gonna keep all
I
chairs
remember
away.
a certain person doing the worm across the floor
With a chair.
trying to get away from a chair.
Noah's old character had a phobia of chairs.
I see.
Not stools.
Oh yeah, because you
He was
beat one of the
proficient.
I
pug
beat someone to
walkers
death
with-
with a
You
stool.
beat a pug walkers with a stool.
A pug whooping an ogre. He magically found stools everywhere.
You never miss with the stool. You've always crit.
Yeah.
That was the funny.
I don't get it.
After the 4th time, he just gave him proficiency stool.
Well, proficiency chair.
No,
No,
it was
proficiency stool.
because I couldn't wield a chair.
Consider a large weapon. Anyway. What to find here. All right. Who's entering first?
I will.
Okay. Oh, I thought drow were supposed to come at the back.
Oh no, slaves come at the back. I walk in.
I walk in after.
I greet him in an
I'm assuming
undercommon.
that's you,
The amazing Zogarthi!
or no? Ah, so you've heard of my work.
You can understand me, I assume.
I understand all.
Good.
I know all.
Mostly.
Aramel tests him in Draconic. Do you speak this?
Roar.
As I
I
suspected.
believe that's a seduction. You may want to keep your distance.
Oh, believe me, I was going to keep my distance already.
Good. Slave!
Now,
Somebody
what
get
is
the
you?
orc in here. I want him to speak to him.
Tusk.
I was already
What do
like
you
right
have
behind
for
you guys.
Now,
Be
what
like
can
walking
the
in the
amazing
street.
Zogarthi do for you? A double fist of silver for a turn of the cards, or vision in the crystal? A treble fist of gold for secrets of the and a treble fist of gold for the secrets of the multiverse.
What's he speaking in?
Common.
We're here for just some information.
Not your secrets of the multiverse. Fascinating, though, I'm sure they are.
Ah, secrets. Perhaps my greatest trade.
Bird is the word.
Written in
strange
bird
saying.
language.
You hear a small urchin start singing the song. When a bird, 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 as Johnny runs by.
You
You
guys
said
stay
there's a
here.
street urchin in there?
I have someone I must go adopt real quick.
Oh, we're not pulling that off again.
You're lucky
She
I
spreads
can't
her
speak
leg.
common because I can't do it right now.
Me, on the other hand, I think I'm going to go up a street urchin.
They come in relatively handy later in the game.
Now, if you want to know what I know, it's a flat fee of 50 gold pieces.
This is where you come in.
Nobility always has its perks.
Mm-hmm. Well,
Usually in a fistful of gold.
Or a fistful of
Caramel.
drugs.
Aramel looks consideringly at the man. How am I to be sure that your information is any good?
Well, how do you know it's bad? If you're paying me for information, information is what I have.
Very well. It'll get these ones off my back. Aramel pries a small stone out of his outfit. It's very sparkly.
Okay.
He says, this stone is worth, I would say, about 120 gold pieces at any decent appraisers. I'll give it to you in exchange for this information, though I loathe to part with it.
He takes the stone, casts light on his crystal ball.
I cast light on his crystal ball.
Has sharpness on his crystal ball.
You cancel out his light.
And
Wait, what?
is that opposed by bluff or just?
He's taking the stone and appraising it himself.
Okay.
So that is a 23 to appraise the stone. What was that stone you gave him?
Sequence, basically, or the equivalent.
Damn it!
Pasteboard.
You think me a fool.
Well, yes.
This
I assumed that if you could actually do anything with that thing, you'd be living somewhere cleaner.
you so much for having a nice conversation.
Why does this always turn out this way? This is why I wanted the orc to deal with it. How are you doing?
Would the orc like to intimidate him?
You just had to go and
Yes.
mess with him.
Who's this character again? You?
That would be me.
Hey, I'm assuming you're in there.
Who said I ever entered the tent?
Because you
cast
casted
light on
light
his-
on the orb. Fuck you.
I'm still not in the front. I'm behind.
Well, arrange yourselves as you would be initially.
Ugh.
Well, I was standing right by there.
Yeah, I'm.
Well, you would have had to be at the table to handle the stuff.
Yeah, I stepped away. I don't want to smell that bastard any more than I have to. Just 5 feet.
Yeah. Give me 1 sec.
See, if it had
Oh
been-
shit! Fun.
If it had been a bluff, then I could have done it. How was I to know that he actually had anything useful?
Excuse me.
Yes.
No, I'm not talking to you.
You already fucked shit up for us.
Yes.
Yeah, and you fucked it up bad. There we go.
Damn, nobles. They're hungry.
Damn vagabonds.
Who's this?
That's me.
You would be sitting right at the door?
Yeah.
Okay. As you hear him call out, well, aren't you just all a bunch of rubes?
Not all of us.
Fuck
You hear scuffling out front. See a bunch of people starting to run in.
You gonna let them get past the door?
Oh, I wasn't ready for anything, so my character had no clue there were people coming in.
No attacks of opportunity?
You're all flat-footed.
Oh.
Yeah, we
Right.
had no idea there were people outside.
Yes.
See, had we actually, got like a perception check and heard that there were people scuffling, we would have known people were walking in, but we wouldn't have been totally ready for it.
Mm-hmm.
And there's the 8. And 9. You're going to want to roll initiatives.
I remember how this played out last time.
Yup.
You basically
Exactly.
laid on the ground and pointed
No,
sniper
no,
fire.
no. Yeah, no, I was like
It's gonna pan out about the
the
same.
same.
Alright, initiative you said?
Yes. I got a 14 again.
21.
13.
14, 21, 13?
Uh-huh.
Alright.
Ugh.
Alright, you have them all there. There's going to be 11 you're going to need to keep track of. Number 1, 15. Number 2 has a 3. Number 3 has a 13. Number 4 has a 20. Number 5 has a 1. Number 6 has a 15. Number 7 has a 2. Number 8 has an 8. Number 9 has a 14. Number 10 has a 5. And Z is going at 5, going at a 13. And it will always be players first.
By the way, Justin,
Yeah, because
I never put my shield away.
Huh?
Just so you know, my shield was never put away.
Fair enough.
Okay.
He always carries a shield.
Yeah, that seems pretty
By the
reasonable.
way, I am not unarmed.
Just to let you know, he has 2 arms. He is willing to
I will
use
take
them.
care of that.
Just like they did the Black Knight.
That's racist.
He's standing right there.
Whoa. I'm the Dark Knight. He's the Black Knight.
Am I now?
Oh, anyway.
Anyway.
I say, did somebody say that there was fried chicken here or something?
The slaves
You
came
brought the
running
black
quite
man.
quickly.
You brought the Black Man.
Tusk, would you like to kill people and end this torment?
As he
sorry.
says in Undercommon.
I don't speak Undercommon.
I know.
Oh, he says it in Elven.
Fine.
He said
I don't
in
know
Thessalonian.
I know.
I'm saying it in Thessalonian.
You know Thessalonian.
Yes.
What was
no,
that?
it's in
Don't know
common.
Thessalonian.
Exactly.
Who's first?
You are by a mile, by a fucking country mile.
What'd you get?
21.
I'll buy one. There should be one with a 20.
Yes.
There it is.
Anyway.
So,
Let the slave take care of his slaves. I'll talk to him.
5 foot back.
You're gonna talk.
Draw my long sword. And ready a shield bash if anyone tries to make an attack within me or Joel's character.
All right. Roll me. Yeah, let's do. Where is this? 2d10. Do that 3 times. Add them. Give me the numbers.
I think we did 10. I got one. Never mind.
There should be 2 in there.
7
8 and 5.
and 2 and a 5.
13, 2 and a 5.
Mhm.
2 and a 5, that's 7. Give me another one. Roll me another. 8 and 6. Okay, another.
18. 8. 14. 11. 12. 12.
And roll me 3d or 3d10.
D10.
Just one.
25.
I can't remember. I'll keep it. 0, 0 is 10.
Yeah.
Was it? Yeah. I'm blind. Anyway. Wonderful. With that. Go ahead.
I already did my.
Yeah, you ready to?
Yeah, I 5 foot back, pull out my long sword, and then ready to shield bash if anyone.
Whichever
came
one is
or
number
trying
20.
to.
Okay. Who's next?
Number 4.
Okay. He's going to take a swing at you. But you're right there.
Shield bash.
Okay.
9.
13.
Oops.
Nope. Miss.
Okay.
Oh, come on. What's the attack? HP. Yes. 3, 5. That's a 14 to hit you.
No. So it just misses off my shield.
Mm-hmm.
He goes to shield bash, but the guy hits the shield as soon as he goes to shield bash.
By the way, 4 is using a Morning Star.
That's rude.
Who's next?
Let's see. 1.
1.
And then 6. They have the same, but one might as well go first.
Okay, right there.
And then 6.
Yeah.
Okay. Actually, let's do it there. Let's do it right there. All right. They both pull out Morning Stars. 1 and 6 have gone.
9.
9 right there. Why not?
Going to attack you.
Yeah, I got that.
Base 16.
He hits.
Let's see here. Morning Stars with D8s. 2 damage.
Oh, that's nice of him. And now, 3.
Reap.
Can't help but think that 11 people is...
Well, one of them's a
Sort of.
Garthy. And
Yes.
honestly, it was supposed to be 12.
Okay. Can't help but think that 12 people is...
It's
Not-
the
I'm not
proper
gonna
encounter in the book.
What?
It's the proper encounter in the book.
I know that. I'm saying that the book is bullshit.
No.
Not that you're bullshit.
No.
Oh, no.
No.
I know Justin enough. He's bullshit.
All right.
That's 4. That's a 9 to hit you.
Hit me.
Yep.
No.
Does not hit.
Okay.
You have a
That's
base
9 to-
10 unless you have negative modifiers.
Yep. Which I do not. Thankfully.
Language is a modifier.
I can't understand what language you're swinging in.
All right. Z. Oh wait, no. Shit. Ilion.
Lord.
Okay.
That's the one.
Well, I was still going to offer to pay you, but since this idiot decided to do this, I'm still willing to pay you.
Kill him.
Diplomacy.
Is that a 19?
That's a 19. What's my diplomacy? Of 5. So 24.
Can I aid by apologizing? Very sincerely.
No.
It's not really.
Nobody's dealt damage.
Talking's free.
People just
Actually, that's not true. He
Alright.
been hit by one of them.
I
Of
don't
course.
care about him.
So I'm just saying that's not what you're saying. Nobody's been dealt damage. That's not
Oh,
true.
correction. Nobody on their side has
You
been dealt
can
damage.
aid another by apologizing and groveling.
I'm fucking willing to grovel. I just got fucking hit. I'm not about this.
By the way, this is a metagame knowledge. Their attack modifier to hit is a +5.
So I'm just below them.
So straight diplomacy.
11.
11. You beat a 10. it's a
Actually,
plus-
no, wait. 12.
Okay, you beat a 10 though, which is what you needed
Yes.
for the base. Gives him a +2. Well, now it seems you've come to your senses.
I never was out of my senses. That was this fool.
You
I
have-
say another combo. Hold up.
yeah. Wait,
What's
who are you
happening?
aiming at?
What?
Who are you aiming
I was aiming at 6.
Just across the table, like.
at? Perception, sir. You still have 5 other people around you aiming
Aiming maces at
Crossbows.
me.
crossbows at you.
We got this.
Hold on.
Wait. Duck.
Actually, yeah.
Anyway, so you're groveling, saying, "I'm sorry.
I
I
just
didn't
said,
mean to take."
Technically,
blah,
that
blah,
should,
blah.
that should
You-
probably be a bluff check because I'm not sorry at all, but
Well, it's a diplomacy to get him to stop.
yes.
you're aiding my.
It's diplomacy to be
You're-
nice.
You're aiding my diplomacy.
Yes.
Mine is I'm appealing to his greed, which
Yes.
is yeah. Like I said, I was still willing to pay in gold actually, and not in bullshit. I'm sorry about that.
Well, now, finally, someone speaks my language.
I only let one of us speak.
You to call off your lapdog.
You gotta call off yours.
Boys, just stand around the room. Make sure they don't do anything untidy. You see most of them come at ease. The ones who did have maces out, holster them, but prop a crossbow out front. They start moving around the room. And we'll just throw you around there. You cannot be 6 and 8. Yeah. Here, you here. That's good. Now, this was a bit of trouble, but none of my boys are worse for wear. Price still stands at 50 gold.
I'm willing to pay the 50 gold. I have it right here. But I will ask that you move your 2 men from the door. I have no need to fight you, or want to, for that matter.
They will let you pass if you wish it. But if you try to attack and try to what's the word? Swindle me and rush out, they will do their job. You're free to leave if you wish.
I go ahead and pull out 50 gold pieces.
Mm-hmm.
Walk up, put it on the table, want you to see. I wish information, but I do not prefer the company that we're with right now. I'll actually.
All right, you can put your drow outside and same with your little.
I'll put the drow actually stays. Will you please lower your bow?
Damn! I don't even have the fucker out anymore. I'm being told about. Fucking Chicago all over again.
Most of our games are just the DM having an aneurysm.
Yeah.
Anyway,
This is why I drink.
Yes.
I say it uncommon. I'm coming to an agreement with him. Me and you are going to stay in the tent. Everybody else is going, and Zargathi and 2 of his guys can stay in the tent. Everybody else is going to go leave.
Make it 4.
2.
They'll stay by my side, but in case you decide to
It's you. And
pull out a bow, or in case
I'm literally wearing nothing except clothes.
as he's looking towards.
Good call. Never trust a drow. He doesn't say.
Get outside.
Leave
I
all your
would, but there are
weapons
these
with your
men with
cohorts
crossbows.
and have them walk outside. All your weapons, he's saying in uncommon. I will keep my henchmen here. The ones by my side, and we'll be able to talk business.
If we're just completely disarming, then all but 2 of your henchmen need to leave.
That's what I just said.
No, you said you wanted to keep 4 henchmen.
Yes, if you want to keep your weapons.
4 it is.
You want to keep the drow protecting you instead of me?
I want you to keep an eye on him so he doesn't do anything stupid again.
You can
Fair
understand
enough.
this.
You need to protect him. I say in
Fair
undercommon.
Fair enough, boys.
I say exactly
But
what I just
will
said
be
to you.
standing
Which
directly
character?
outside the
I'm
tent.
sitting
I'll,
right in
I'll,
front of the
doorway.
table.
I will holler at you if we need.
I will be right outside the tent doorway.
I will holler if I need.
Which one are you? This one or this one?
No, he's the one next to my character. That's
yeah,
me. That's
no, that's
me.
him.
Okay.
This is me right here. I'm the one that was literally standing the furthest away from combat going,
Okay.
well,
So
Strangely, I was the
else to
one
leave.
least likely to enter combat in the
once
first
those 2
turn.
go out, I will literally be standing right there. I'll have my longsword put away, but I still have my shield strapped to my arm.
Airmail is going to sit down.
Yes, that's probably a good idea. You've gotten us nearly enough
I
trouble
removed
today.
my hand from the 50 gold.
I didn't know that he could actually
One of
do
the
anything.
henchmen walks over, puts his hand on the gold, slides it over to Zogarthy to start counting, and he's like, "Yeah, it seems to be all here. Well, what would you
I
like
have
to
no need.
know from the amazing Zogarthy?"
I guess, like we said before, information on a certain tower girl. Or somebody that used to run with tower girls, anyway.
And who might that be? I know a lot of tower girls. I know a lot of girls who are in towers.
Natalia.
Ah, Natalia. A lot of people are looking for her.
So we've gathered. And not just for the bounty on her head.
Yes, but then again, a lot of people in this city have bounties.
Yes.
Eventually you might. But maybe that noble already has one.
I've already tried the tournament. Don't worry about it.
Not to the right people. Ah.
I don't wish to pay the 50 gold to find out who has a bounty out for me.
Depends on how high the bounty is.
Okay. Anyway. Now, Natalia hasn't been in contact with any of the Sarni for a while now. Many folk, however, along the waterfront, both here and in Beacon's Point and over the Dockway and in Underbridge, have been disappearing of late. About a few each week. In fact, with many simply vanishing out of their very beds at night. I'm pretty sure Natalia is probably was one of them taken among these who have disappeared in this manner.
Assuming to the slavers.
Yes. The Nidalese slavers, excuse me. Nidalese slavers.
They throw spears and set traps.
Anyway, go ahead.
Justin doesn't get that joke.
I know. They're real cougars.
It's like you don't get any of these jokes.
No, I'm getting the jokes.
I do know, however, this
Building that up
slaver
in my head.
raid is not a Sarni plot. And actually, all of the Sarni families are quite interested in solving the vanishings themselves. But however, we're not seeking aid for the effort.
No.
We tend to keep the money in family.
Yeah, nice.
Actually, it's harder nowadays to contact any of the Sarni leaders than it used to be in days of old.
Are we kind of together, especially if people are disappearing?
Exactly. The leading theory on the streets is that these vanishing folks are victim of, like I said, these slavers who secretly sell them offshore at night to the Nadesi ships. But honestly, even though that's the prevailing rumor, I don't put no stock into it.
What do you think she's holed up at then?
Well, she might be still being detained by one of the Sarni families. Possibly the Tower Girls, whom she might have betrayed earlier.
I'm pretty sure if she was being detained by somebody in the Sarni, you would know about it by now.
I don't know everything now, but I know a lot.
Are there any hideouts that she used to stay there?
She used to favor the tower.
Do you favor like this? Thank you.
Recently, the tower goes. However, recently those tower goes have run into a bit of bad luck. The original tower, which was right near Washer's Row in the Alabaster district, seemed to have went up in flames. Poor look at that. But I have heard word from the tower girls that before Natalia disappeared, she had gone quite mad.
How so?
It's the female and it's the full moon. What else did she have to go mad about?
Caramel glowers at the ground and cannot quite figure out why.
But as of the location of the tower goes now, that just wouldn't be proper.
Didn't say where the tower. I didn't ask where the tower girls were. Well, if she's being sought of the tower girls, she's not going to be where the tower girls are. I said, where would I asked if there was any hideouts that she favored? Little hidey holes she might run into.
Well, if there were hidey hoes, she'd probably keep them from the people who. She'd probably keep them from the people who'd be looking for her if she decided to run away.
Yes, but you have, as I've seen so far, you also have your ways of finding things that people like to keep secret too.
Well, there are many abandoned buildings, especially in the poor district, that anybody could hide in. Now, I am just a humble magician,
Humble.
stuck here in Washer's Row. I get the information I get. No more, no less. You have paid for what I know, and that is what I know. I'd recommend trying to find these slavers. If there are such a thing. And again, they wouldn't come mess with old Zolgotha now.
One last question. Where would we find the slavers at?
Okay, you want to say?
You know I
Well-
could kill them all, right?
They have crossbows out.
Favorite enemy human.
You! Well,
This is gonna end very, very badly.
No, it's not.
I heard from one of the urchins running through my town that there's supposed to be there's rumor of a slave run that has been scheduled for this very midnight at an old boarded up shoreline tavern in the Dockway. This tavern was once known as the Puffy Pelican.
24 knowledge local.
You know this old tavern. It has a faded painted painting of a fat pelican, which still graces the facade of this empty building.
Very good. Well, that's Puppy Pelican, huh?
Yes. Midnight tonight.
I throw an extra gold at him. Let's go. We've got what we
Here's
came.
there. Thank you. Try not to get captured.
I have my ways.
Sits back in his chair.
I have ways of getting out of things.
As do we all.
Some of us are a little more clueless than the others, but still.
You're not burning the place down again.
Hey, I just defeated that encounter. Did I not?
Are they?
You did.
Are they coming out of the tent?
They come out of the tent
I flick him.
unscathed.
I flick him my garnet. Here. Thanks.
You might want to get.
I look at the
tended to.
rest of the druids. You can go in there and see your master now. They're all.
Probably eventually.
I meant your robes. I could care less about you.
So
They just stand watching you as you leave.
I care less.
No, you cannot pick up an urchin.
what info did you get?
What?
From what I heard, we need to go find one of the urchins and see what they know.
By the way, he spoke it all in common to you, so this guy didn't hear shit. Yes, he's gonna be racist.
Sense motive.
On
Racism, something new in this game.
His bullshit.
No.
All right, 15.
He walks out of there still very concerned that there's still people up.
All right.
Oh.
Okay.
So what did you get?
Well,
Glad to also see that you were unarmed.
other than the quarterstaff that I'm holding.
Unharmed.
Unharmed and not unarmed.
I was gonna say, I'm walking out with scimitar drawn.
Anyway, I relate the information to you as I heard it. You know, he thinks it's the Italy slavers. You know, that there's that there's going to be
A run.
a run tonight, and that the meeting locale is going to be the old Puppy Pelican Tavern.
Fucking slavers. Aaron letters.
Mm-hmm.
And that's the people who have her? Or they have more
By the way,
info? we're
I'm
looking
running
for?
this from memory from 8 years ago because you guys went way fucking farther than I thought you would today. Which,
All right.
you guys aren't doing bad.
That's
I'll tell you this right now. Where you guys are right now, we've gone for 3 hours, effectively. Your 3 hours now, it took you 3 sessions last time to get through.
Gee, I wonder
Well-
why.
I mean, in the first place, the anagram, and the second place, that combat encounter. So
Yeah, the combat encounter was a full one, and now you're off to find the Nadesi slavers at the Buffy Pelican, which was the third.
Puffy.
Yeah, Puffy.
You said Buffy.
Whatever.
So
That's
these
the tavern that's
slavers-
still open right next door.
So these slavers.
He pitched off the other pelicans with us.
Why do you think they're so puffy?
Terrible.
Anyway,
They're not Puffy anymore. He let the air out.
so it is roughly about 4 p.m. You do have time to either
It's
find
not-
your way there. It'll take about an hour.
It's not he doesn't know whether the slavers have her or not. He's like that's the most likely cause of her disappearance. Because there are
You misinterpreted. He doesn't believe there are slavers
Yeah.
in general.
well, doesn't
But
he have
yeah,
some
that was from
ideas?
diplomacy and paying for the full gold.
Yeah.
Yeah, he didn't believe that there were slavers in general. But that is a rumor that's been going. That is the rumor that's been going around.
he believes, but the rumor is that it's the Nidalee slavers, and you know he believes they're real cougars.
Anyway,
So we're looking for Natalia there or more info.
I actually translate this into Undercommon for you to understand.
So we're looking for either that they have her there or
Don't
more
you have
info of her
comprehend languages?
whereabouts.
no, you don't yet.
No.
It's the first feat. Damn it.
Do what now?
So we're finding. So
We're either
them-
hoping she's there or that we
Or-
find out more information on her whereabouts.
So both options.
I just wanted to make your life a living hell for a little bit.
Yeah.
Don't worry. He didn't go anywhere. Nor did he actually open his mouth for once. So far.
It's been going smooth since Noah hasn't actually had to speak to anybody.
Make more characters like this.
Next character, mute. Done.
No, here's the
Except for the one
here's
person that knows sign language, it pisses off.
here's the thing. Hasn't really talked. Talked, but almost fucked things up.
But he got things going.
It was a damn good thing I was
Hey,
standing there.
It got things going.
Yes. Also, as I said, if that had been an actual bluff check, I would have fucking won. I didn't know that he could actually.
You assumed.
I
You
Well,
did.
that's the reason why he took it.
Yes.
He thought it was nice and shiny. He can appraise it though for his own being.
Yes.
He's not stupid.
Yes. No, I didn't.
If it was actually if it was one of the guards, they
Yeah.
would have probably taken it. I
Yeah.
said, "Fuck yeah."
I was working on guard instincts
Yeah.
because I'm not used to working with
Thief instincts.
fucking mages.
No, not mages.
A thief. He's a
Thief.
rogue.
Oh, fucking. I hate rogues.
Actually, he's 2 levels rogue, 1 level wizard.
Why isn't his house cleaner?
Would you rather have nice shiny things in a desolate area?
I'd rather prepare prestidigitation once a day.
You don't have to read them
I'm fastidious, is the thing.
Yep. He's not.
He is not.
So in the game, time-wise, how long do we have until we have to be at the Puffy Pellet?
That's like midnight. He just said it's around 3, 4 o'clock.
Okay.
Takes about an hour to
Well,
get
you
there.
never told me it was at midnight, so that's why I was just trying to figure out, well, how long do we have?
No, I told you. I
Translate
related all the information to you.
Alright.
To both of you, and then I related it to him again in Undercommon.
Yeah.
You know, you could just.
This is just such a dick move on your part.
Don't worry. It's so Timon never knows what I'm saying. He can never be angry at me.
In game.
Fuck you.
Anyway.
Anyway.
This is how our rank team goes.
Yeah.
So not so much Canadian talk.
But what the hell?
Chocolate chip cookie.
Same sense.
This would be good for the camera. Fuck your mic.
I threw the bag slightly more than I had intended.
Explosion first, questions later.
Yeah, he's like a halfling.
Alright, so what are we gonna do now while we have roughly 8 hours to kill?
Well, I'm actually going to.
No urchins.
He has no idea what I said.
In Undercommon, I would like to start a slave merchant. I would like to start army of slave urchins. How about you?
I roll
I said
linguistics
slave
to
urchin.
recognize the word slave.
They need a ringleader.
10 plus 8, I believe. Oh, 6 now. 16? I do know Elvish.
Mm-hmm.
Alright.
But it's undercommon.
So since we've been talking, since he's pointed at him and said slave every time, you think we're talking about orcs?
Mm-hmm.
Half orc.
Probably.
You think the word means half orc?
Or they're mostly just talking about me.
Yeah.
They'll be running away from the black man and clear bad touch.
My god is the god of destruction.
Yes.
Yes, but you just see this like Scooby-Doo montage of urchins one corridor, those two run down. That's what they're gonna try to do for the next couple hours.
No, I'm actually going to go back to the temple and actually get all my shit. I'm going to the temple and get my shit where I left it.
Alright.
I'll accompany you. I'm just mostly walking around
I'm
getting a
gonna
feel
go
for
out
this
about
town.
an hour.
So
I asked the drow if he would like to share some recreational belladonna as a means of bonding.
As he says it in common.
Elvish.
What happened the first time when we brought drugs into the game?
A squirrel got high.
The squirrel got highest. Okay.
Can you be
This is what happened the last time
I
let
got
him
an
have
animal
drugs.
companion out of that one.
He became grossly addicted. Like, flat out addict. One time addict. He threw the rest of his stash away. A squirrel got into it, got baked as fuck. Squirrels pass out. They find squirrel. They decide to put it in his backpack while he's passed out from said drugs.
Squirrel woke up with the munchies.
Squirrel woke up with the munchies in the middle of combat. So as he's trying to shoot at somebody, while he climbed a tree, he feels something rustling around and chewing in his backpack. He throws backpack on the ground.
Starting squirrel.
They finish combat. The backpack's still on the ground, still rustling around. He opens it towards another character who's a ranger at that time, who decides to try to shoot it. Squirrel jumps, leaps over the dude. The guy breaks his bow as he's pulling back in fright. Just and squirrel gets away.
Good times.
Anyway,
And you
belladonna.
were out of a 3 feet of rope.
Belladonna. Excellent.
It was
Horrifying
helpful, too.
hallucinations.
Was it also like
But it was
3/4 of his rations
Yeah.
were like torn open and just gone through?
Gnawed on, crapped on, what have you, just broken up to crap. Anyway, you two are sharing his belladonna. You two are going to the temple. You're getting your things. You also see plenty of other clerics in the area. I'm assuming you're drinking for sport, not to get drunk.
Yes, we're sharing one dose.
Okay?
It causes absolutely horrifying hallucinations. This is the real world effect of belladonna.
Yes.
So we're gonna get fucked up for a little while.
Okay. Well, so you left your stuff at your temple here?
For the
You
most part.
partake in said
Ah, so you're from here.
Very-
It's one of my
very
characters.
astute.
Do you
Yes,
think
I
I'm going
know.
to stop?
I actually studied archaeology around here.
And as a hag spawn,
Not really
I'm
sure
used
what
to
that
that.
is, but it sounds very
they're
interesting.
nostalgic.
I studied
have to
the
look at an orc
historical
half the time.
structures around here.
That's at least
Most of,
half
the,
the
half.
time.
most of the Thessalonian stuff. I would actually
Yeah,
like to go
apples.
visit one of the. I've been studying this one structure for a while. I'd actually go look at it and visit it before we have to go to the Pelican. If you wish to come along.
I have nothing more to do but observe the city and figure my way around.
Monument,
Which monument?
the one that we were talking about the other day.
There's plenty of them. There's 8 of them. No, 12.
There's 12 of them, but we said there was one specific.
You're not allowed to go to Crow.
Not yet.
Founder's Flame increases save DCs on fire spells. Or Eyes of Hawk.
I think it was the one you get to pray at. Is that?
Plus 1 more bonus on all weapon damage rolls.
No, it wasn't that one.
Against after, excuse me.
Excuse me.
Let's see what it is.
Can I attempt to patch bridges with him while
You can.
stoned
Just
out
start
of my mind?
talking to him.
Our respective
Diplomacy
minds?
checks don't work.
What?
PvP.
Okay.
Survival checks. All attack rolls made with melee weapons.
Thanks.
I think it was a balcony of some sort.
Reflex saves.
No.
Will saves.
Joel.
Fort saves. Diplomacy checks.
When all hell breaks loose in D&D, and you pissed off the DM. that mountain that you were supposed to cross? Yeah, it's a living, breathing, gigantic, pissed off, fire-breathing, earth
Actually, let me go with
elemental,
the initiative one right
quite
now.
literally a sentient walking volcano, and it's coming right for you.
Yeah,
Seriously,
that's the
dude,
one I
what
shared
the
earlier
did
today.
you do?
Caster level checks. That's the
I love those things where it's like where the DM has had a bunch of
caster
your
level
crap.
checks and concentration checks
Yeah.
for divine spells for 24 hours.
Yep, that's the one I'm on.
This one is in the Keystone District, one of the nicer districts. It's actually a full fountain, Our Lady of Blessed Waters.
Mm-hmm.
And honestly, if you are you gonna try to get him any boons by chance that he would feel would benefit him?
Sure.
Otherwise, there's a DC 15 Arcana check to gain a +1 more bonus on concentration check for 24 hours. But the Keystone, anyway. You go to Sears Spring Garden, a park boasting a spring of crisp, clear water, which marks the northeastern corner of the Keystone District.
Mm-hmm.
The park itself is a fine place to relax, but its most striking feature is a bronze, strangely verdigris-free statue of a lithe woman that stands at the center of the water. The statue is said to be an image of the spirit believed to linger within the Sears Spring, but none in Magmar know who built the mysterious monument. The oddly soothing statue is simply said to have appeared in Sears Spring Garden overnight, not long after the park itself was established. No, it wasn't you. Its source still remains unknown today. And you know that they request you to spend 10 minutes in prayer to the spirit of Sears Spring. And now I need you to attempt a knowledge religion check.
Drugs.
So that's a 20 plus my 2 from
Well,
the
while our surroundings melt around us, Caramel idly asks what living in the Underdark is
That's
like,
another-
or whatever the fuck it's called.
It's 22. That's 22 altogether.
Actually, is it called Underdark?
It isn't.
Underdark.
Oh,
it is.
It is the Underdark or Narvoth.
Okay.
22 altogether.
22.
It is a very
You gain a +1
dark
morale
life,
bonus on all
full of
counts
treachery.
and concentration checks
Caramel
for divine
Snickers.
spells for 24 hours.
You can't trust the one
wait,
beside
how much
you
did you get?
compared to
22.
anyone else.
Make that a
At least that
+2
is the one
morale
thing
bonus.
this world has over that.
Oh, does it?
Most days. Except
Alright.
for here, as
So,
we look around.
Joel, while we're walking around, you tell me about this
Yeah.
statue.
Are we in a drug-induced
I'm telling you
haze
about the
in the
statue.
alleyway,
Like, I need to pray
or
the
like
statue
in an
for a little
inn
bit.
somewhere?
I'm assuming
enough,
we're
I
out in
stand
an
by.
alleyway at this
As
point.
was I.
Yes, dude. After this, I want to take you to another monument that I know of. Maybe.
Like, why the hell would we go into an inn around here? We're gonna get shanked if we do
PH.
that.
Yeah. At least out here we have the dubious protection of Zargamel. That is probably his interpretation of the name as well.
Yep.
No, your interpretation is Gargamel.
Gargamel.
No, his as in mine.
I know.
But
Damn it, Josh.
So are you two continuously patching things up?
Yeah, we're sitting in the alleyway doing drugs.
yes.
Dude, take a hit of this.
And continuing to hate each
So
other very, very
so you're like
slightly
the
less.
rebellious. You're like the rebellious noble who just uses the status to get his way.
A little bit. Like, there's also an element of they all hate me because I'm a bastard and hagspawn. So
Okay.
I basically just sort of got kicked out.
What are your knowledges,
So,
sir?
Dungeoneering and engineering.
Okay.
Fair enough.
At least the women up here aren't so overbearing.
There's nothing for most of the knowledge is for that one. You've got knowledge, nature,
I should
knowledge.
introduce you to my mother.
Eh,
Oh wait, she's dead. Forget I
I
said
don't
that.
take him to the Mapstone
No, we
Monument,
can still
which
talk.
can give you-
Ah!
which can give you plus one on will saves.
Yeah, that actually would probably help him out a lot.
Takes you to the Mapstone Monument and asks you to concentrate on it. Give me a knowledge local check, which is a general knowledge.
Can I assist?
You can assist.
17.
That's going to be a 21 if I get
So-
unless I get my +2 with it.
Well,
That's maybe-
it only gives him a +2, no matter how much you.
okay.
Okay.
So you got what? Plus my 2?
So 19 total.
Yep. You now get a +1 morale bonus on all will saves for the next 24 hours. Congratulations. Now, Pesh heads.
It's not Pesh, it's Belladonna. Belladonna loved him.
Yeah. And you're going to be needing to give me some will saves. Or no, excuse me, fortitude saves.
Oh, that's a little better.
That is my quirk.
18. +1, 19.
+3.
See, aren't you glad you
13.
came with me instead?
Well, after what he did,
Well, it's recreational Belladonna, so it's a little bit less potent, but yes.
Yes, but I need to find the drug classification.
There's no actual drug classification for recreational Belladonna.
Yes, but I need to put it against, compare it to something in here.
Oh, sure.
Dwarves, dragons, drowning. Drow's next to drowning.
well, you can't have drowning without drow. Sorry, no.
I'm going to hold you under the water.
Good luck with
Gentle
that.
persuasion.
Poisons. It ain't under drugs.
No.
Bastard. It is in the Dungeon Master's Guide. Potions.
Yeah,
Poisons.
that book's not over here.
You'd probably be under poisons. So.
Likely under poisons.
Your family and ultimate equipment.
58. Parasites, diseases, poisons. It's going to be in that one.
So basically, so far, Joel, you and me have spent 2 hours.
Yep. Plus a little bit more for walking around.
This may be an enjoyable time for me.
You found the thing that you like doing the best. Here you go. Here you go.
Because I'm getting some from that here.
I apologize for accidentally house ruling my drugs.
Is there any information you want to share with the rest of the world?
Well, I looked up
Would you
what
like to
Belladonna
do
actually
drugs with
does. I looked up what Belladonna actually does, and it's apparently horrifying nightmare visions. And I thought, well, I'm hag spawn, so why the fuck not?
It'd be something you would probably enjoy.
Yeah. Also, forgot to mention Aramel is trans, so that is why he objected particularly to the period joke, though he was not there in body.
The what?
The period joke.
Well, you got a 13, effectively you passed.
Oh, really?
Yes.
Yep. I'm basing it roughly off the meteors when I find it, which is drow poison.
Right.
Unconscious for 2d4 hours.
Pretty much.
If you fail.
Oh. Okay.
Anyway, so
Even
yes,
so,
they're
my drown
drugs,
immunity
but
got
the more you
taken off.
take them, the more addictive they get. Blah, blah,
Yes.
blah. They're cumulative.
Yes.
Okay. So. You're effectively, by the time you took him out, they were getting high as fuck, which wasted the day away. Supposedly you're cool now.
Are you trying to do this whole thing? Drugs don't help people.
They waste time in my game.
All of time in stream. Drugs help people some days.
What did you say it was?
Only in
Belladonna.
D&D though.
But
Hey.
it's not in the books.
It's right there, Belladonna.
It is
Belladonna as poison.
Belladonna is right there.
You're right.
I said that.
It is. Wow. Okay. Belladonna. Ingestion. 100 gold pieces per dose.
Wow. The plant itself is cheap, and that's what I was using.
Okay.
So
Basically, it's like a sprig of belladonna in shit ton of aquavitae.
Port DC 14. Onset 10 minutes. Frequency once per minute for 6 minutes. 1d3 con. Nope. 1d2 strength.
Yes.
God. See text.
It's for the werewolf thing.
Mhm.
Gives you extra save against werewolfism.
Anyway. Yes, recreational use, fun. It is addictive though. Eventually, if you take enough, it'll have the onset of poison.
Yes. Caramel indulges responsibly.
You're trying to get a drow addicted.
No, I'm trying to get a drow to loosen up. With, belladonna laudanum.
Next, he's trying roofies.
I am not going to have sex with the mostly unconscious drow unless he wants to.
So you're not saying no, but you're not
I'm
saying
not
yes.
saying no, but I'm not saying he has to.
So I'm not hearing
Well,
no.
he's not. He can't say no if he's unconscious
He's
What
not
happens
unconscious.
yet.
Alright.
Yeah, but he
I can
passed
say
his
that
fort save.
he's going to be unconscious. He's going to go, it's not ready for you to say surprise, but.
No, okay.
Alright. Moving
Your
on.
day's
The
gone.
Adventures of Aramel and
butt buddy.
Carl. Zach.
Your new name is Carl.
Apparently.
The Adventures of Aramel and Carl may include butt sex, but most relevantly are not to be described here.
Well, considering he pierced a Pugwampus's hind end with his mighty arrow.
Aramel has prophylactics.
Alright, moving on with the story.
Anyway, by the time you find a good monument for him, he does his little thing. It's wavering around like 10 o'clock. By the time we were trying to find a good monument for him.
Oh, I should have known where one was.
Well, you know where one was. Then you're like, yeah, let's just try this one. After going to your temple, getting to yours,
Yeah.
and going over to another one with his.
So,
So it's wavering roughly around 10 o'clock after you guys.
That's fine.
And they finally came out of their stupor.
we're looking
Highly
at,
enjoyable.
You're being so judgmental.
I'm always judgmental when it comes to you and your loves.
16 on seduce roll, by the way.
Sense motive.
Good sex.
He got a 5. I don't think he knows what you're doing with the negatives he's taking to be being intoxicated. There's the right word.
You would make a great friend.
Yes. I mean, he's drow. He's probably used to it.
He's drow. He's not used to having feelings for anybody but drow.
Yes. And Aramel is happy to serve as his introduction.
I know one of the things I suppose you're going to be taking.
Which?
Mage's Loop.
Probably.
All right.
now let me set the lights. Dark.
You just see him walking over after so. This is so trippy. He gets mad. Quiet! I'm trying to stop it. I'm setting the mood. Damn it.
I got ghost sound.
Wow,
Stars.
wow, wow, wow.
Alright.
Yeah,
You're gonna get drugged and get butt raped.
no, it's surprise butt sex.
Aramel practices consent.
Hey, at least he's being more thoughtful to you than that half orc with the
With the pink apron was.
Yeah.
You dragged him by his feet into the back room and slammed the door. And all they heard were screams. He came out in a pretty pink dress.
I
with
wore that for
garters.
an entire encounter too.
Fair enough.
And didn't get a scratch on it.
Yes. Aramel is extremely dedicated to the concept of consent because he's not a fucking hag.
But
Here's
not
the
fucking hag either.
No, yes.
Anyway,
He's rebellious against the hags.
Okay.
moving forward.
Moving forward.
Yes. All right. So, like I said, roughly 10 o'clock. And plus, you have to find where the hell they went.
That's
We're
what I
in the
said.
same place we were.
We're searching the back alleys around where we were at.
Yeah. But like I said, you all finally meet up at around 10 o'clock at night. You guys kind of have the munchies, but
Got some food on you?
Pull out a trail ration.
I'm right.
Paramount
Look,
lunches
you
on some
are-
wet bread.
you, like I said, get together. You found them in Washer's Row. They didn't move too far.
So are we ready to do this thing?
Are we?
How about you?
All of a sudden, you've learned common.
I pass him a dose of alchemist's kindness.
Him?
Yes. Cures hangovers.
He's not hungover. He's just enjoying the ride still.
We'll save
Gets
this
you clear.
for later.
What did he say?
He's saving it for
Yeah.
later.
All right.
He
then.
asked if you're ready to do this
Do what?
mission.
Okay.
Not him.
I have no plans for anything of that interest,
Everybody wants
but
to jump the
yes.
frack man.
Apparently. I heard the rumors.
Bullshit. Roll me 3d4.
We're making our way towards the puppy pelican.
Well, how does this always come up?
Because you make it.
Ooh. Oh, damn it, I don't have one.
7.
So, respect.
I guess
it's
what they say about
respectable.
elves isn't true.
What they say about Blackman is true.
You know, black elves would seem to cancel out, though.
All right, roll your 3d4.
I don't have a dick. I can roll for cup size.
You could. 3d4.
3d4.
How do you get 3D4?
Yeah!
Just roll it. It's honestly, I'm just doing it on the regular
He's an A
scale.
cup.
Okay.
That's all.
This is for randomization.
He has like 0 body fat because he's a hag
Yeah.
spawn.
So you're concave.
Pretty much.
Gonna touch it, it just goes in. Okay, gotcha. All right. Can we continue?
I've been ready to continue.
I have too. You're the one doing shit.
Fuck you.
Continuing.
Okay. All right. You make your way down.
We arrive at the Puffy Pelican.
Yes, you arrive on the exterior of the Puffy Pelican. Even a preliminary investigation of the exterior of the building, it appears to look completely abandoned. Which I should probably draw this down. Yeah.
I do have the book of erotic fantasy, by the way.
We're not using that goddamn book.
He has it also.
Okay. I'm just looking up the prophylactic stats. Or cantrips.
This is as bad as when we had the person that just wanted to be the hooker in a group.
Yes, which I prevent people from actually trying to enact things.
Yes. I'm not enacting. Just setting up the groundwork.
Damn it.
We'll enact later. Don't worry.
Yeah,
Uh,
I did not mention anything about lengths, turgidity.
That was all you.
Yes. I'm
There's
just
somebody
establishing-
instigating the shit.
I'm just establishing consent and safety.
Okay. As you approach the Puffy Pelican, you can take a look through some of the windows. You see what appears to be a soft, glowing light coming from within. Excuse me, the dim light of a hooded lantern inside the tavern. If you, I'm assuming you would have checked out the full place to see if there's any other guards around, what have you. Preliminary looks at the back of the building show it's completely boarded up.
How are we doing it?
It's the front door.
I suggest we take a look.
Okay.
As he just takes a window out of there. I know how you think.
I mean,
He's not wrong.
I wasn't disagreeing either.
I think that I'm going to use pass without trace.
Pass without a trace allows you to move into, like, through wilderness without leaving any signs or marks.
So it can't be used in urban settings?
It can be used, but effectively you can still make noise. You still do
Yeah,
everything.
no,
You
I'm
don't
just
leave
saying
footprints.
no footprints.
Okay.
Because it's not like I'm going to get any other use out of it. So. I might as well use it.
Depending if you want to sneak into his room later.
I don't need to sneak.
You're right. Just give him a few doses. Okay. Anyway, what do you guys do?
Correct. 20, motherfucker. Shall we?
so the whole place interior is like lit up by a dim hooded lamp, or
There's a small.
or does it just seem like
Picture a candle.
No, I understand,
in the
but
center.
like, where does it look like there's more light radiating from? Down that side or down this side?
It's radiating equally.
So it's just from the middle.
It's just the only light you see is from that.
Oh, from that right there.
Yes, that one little thing.
Speaking that we're just here waiting for slavers that we don't even know exist, we should probably surround the area.
Surround the area with 4 people.
There's 4 sides to the building.
What if they just transact inside the building?
Secret passageway.
I walk slowly up to the window and take a little glance in. What I can see.
You see, dust is everywhere. Doesn't seem like anybody's been in here for a while, other than regular vagabonds that have been taking a quick night or two.
So this is a very unused.
Abandoned building
Did I notice any other entrances other than the front door?
that were none that were boarded up, other than windows towards the front. That most of them have been broken.
Well, pretty much
Sensible.
at this point, I look and I see nothing but an desolate, untouched building, but there's a candle in there. So someone's here,
Mm-hmm.
but we can't see them just yet.
I can send Alyssa in.
Go ahead.
God damn.
I can send the snake in to check.
Let me check. I've at least got the tracking ability to see if I can't see.
It should be. I mean, if it's past 10, it's dark out now, so you have the best.
Yeah.
You have the best chance, especially.
I have perfect dark vision, so
Yeah.
As do I.
so I just need to take off these goggles.
What are you
Take
doing?
off my
Smell like
goggles.
popcorn?
What?
Does it smell like popcorn?
I can't smell.
Oh, you suck. But no, taking off my goggles, and I'm gonna look around on the ground inside, see if I can't see fresh footsteps. Use track as survival.
Are you going up to the window that I'm at, or?
Yeah, probably. That's
You
still,
see fresh footprints.
That's still a 12.
Oh, low light vision and scent.
I have perfect vision right now, so he's black.
I also have dark vision, and my snake has scent, so I might send the snake in to see something. What are we doing again?
We're trying to see if someone's here.
Okay, I'll send in the snake.
Okay.
Are you gonna have it move stealthily?
Yes.
Okay, just checking.
Who's this?
Perception.
Okay.
Move stealthily into the room.
Alright.
You just see a snake. You see a tiny snake go in there, get up, and then just raise itself up, push over a chair, keep going, raise up, push over another chair.
Alright, 26.
26 perception.
No, 26 stealth. Perception?
Yes.
Alright. 11.
I haven't taken my eyes out of the window,
Yep.
so.
Snake moves around quite stealthily, deciding to do loops around the chair legs as it's going. Not making a sound. You guys can see it going because you saw it go in. Your snake goes all the way around the main area, comes back out, and
Oh.
you
And-
sense that it couldn't find anything.
Wait,
Yeah.
Scent was
Can I
part of
use
your
scent?
perception.
Oh.
Yeah.
Scent's actually wisdom, but okay. Yes.
I use it as part of perception because it's like, all right,
Yeah,
you're
sure.
using your senses.
Sure. That works.
Which honestly, you get buffs to more buffs to that than compared to wisdom.
I mean, I got a natural too, so.
Anyway, snake can't really
Snake didn't notice anything out of the
didn't notice
ordinary.
anything out of the ordinary other than the smell of mildew,
Mm-hmm.
old boards.
It smelled something tasty in there. A bunch of rats.
Alyssa is watching her figure.
So we're around midnight, but we're around midnight right now, correct?
Yeah.
Roughly about the
So-
time that it was supposed to be.
We know that there's got to be someone in there because there wouldn't be an abandoned building with just a random lit candle.
Motion for Timon to go inside.
Damn it.
What's the light out? Is it completely dark?
It's dark out, as in it's nighttime.
Is there any light whatsoever?
Yes,
There's
there's what appears to be a hooded lantern.
Well,
Right
because
inside.
I've only got low light vision. I'm the only one in the group without dark vision.
You
So-
can still
yeah.
you can still see out. It's low light.
Okay, that's what
Yeah.
I'm saying.
You can see outside.
That's the reason. That's
It's
the
just
reason I was.
nighttime.
That's the reason I was asking.
The moon exists.
Well, that's the reason I was asking the light.
Except
Yeah.
for when it's a black moon. Then you don't know.
I know.
Anyway,
Continuing on.
So
what do you
do we want to keep watching, see if anything changes, or move in and investigate?
Let's move and investigate. If there's obviously somebody here, and if somebody else shows up, I'd rather be lying in wait than standing around waiting for them to have reinforcements.
He just wrote.
I move up to the door, but as I move up to the door, I restrap my shield back to my arm and then ready my hand on the hilt of my longsword.
Okay.
Alyssa,
And then
climb.
slowly open the door with the brunt of my shield pushing it.
Alyssa climbs up the wall and hides in a corner.
Okay.
Climb speed 20.
Okay, you have her up there. Alright.
She's watching. Partly for rats, but mostly for robbers. Or slavers.
Okay. Yeah, I give it to you. This is like an old log. They can,
Okay.
Yep, they can do it.
Okay.
Anyway,
Climb speed 20.
what are you guys doing? Well, climb speed 20 on a regular wall. Yes, that
Yeah.
has holds for a snake, which this will be fine. I've seen
Snakes can climb faster.
Mhm.
It's fucked up.
I've seen this python climb a coconut tree. It's ridiculously creepy.
Yes. Alright. I will go in, probably near my snake.
So you walk right past him.
Yeah.
Walk right, walk
So you
over
just
the
push
corner.
through the other door and just go barge right on in.
No,
Okay,
open it
go
quietly.
this
I have
window.
pass without trace on, not disturbing the dust.
Moving stealthily.
As you move over
More
to
than
that
enough.
side, you do see that there is a small rafter. You see over there, but
I've only moved in through the doorway and I'm standing
Actually,
at the doorway.
I'm gonna take 10 on stealth, I think.
Okay.
To hide in the shadows.
or take your time and try to take your time.
Or could I take 20, or would that take longer?
That would take. Effectively, a stealth is how quietly you're moving.
Taking 10 is like taking 30 seconds. Taking 20 is like taking a minute.
Yeah.
Taking
All right.
taking like 5 to 10 minutes on any action.
Okay. So.
Yeah.
I'll go for 20,
But
assuming that we left
stealth-
ourselves a good
The
window.
stealth check is basically how you hide.
Yeah.
A stealth check is opposed by a perception check, so it's how quietly you're doing it.
Yes.
Doing it.
Actually, come to think of it, silent image.
Silent image. Okay, so
To-
you're casting an bow image.
You can't see through your image. You do realize this, right?
Can't see through my image?
Mhm.
Oh, all right. Silent image. Just to give me a little extra hiding, not a solid object.
Okay.
Circumstance. I'm thinking.
So effectively, you're trying to cast darkness
Not really.
to make it the area darker so that you're harder to see.
Or just cobwebs.
So you're basically creating a diversion to hide,
Okay.
which is a successful bluff, or bluff to allow you to use your stealth.
Ooh.
Bluff to allow you to use stealth.
So that's going to be 23.
Okay.
I'm good bluff.
You get to right over where you're right underneath your snake.
Your snake couldn't see you at all.
What's anybody else doing?
I'm still standing in the doorway, just looking around. He's going over, doing his thing, and
Yeah, I'm looking at the
I see eyes from the other
Perceptions.
window. So perceptions. Oh, 18.
still plus 8.
And I do have dark vision, so
So 10.
You see a window. It is very, very dirty. You break window. You can now see through the hole in the side of the wall.
yeah, taking 20 just takes 20 times longer than usual.
If nothing else, I'm
20
diverting
times the
their
amount of
attention
time it
from
would
him.
take.
5 minutes. Give or take.
Alright.
Anyway. So,
You hear a loud crash.
you look over, you see him peering through one of the broken panes.
I'm moving up to the hooded. I don't know what he's doing.
Stay back.
By the way, you have seen me wear no armor.
No, I know. I didn't know if
Since
you
he's
were
taking
like
forever,
where
I'm
you
gonna
were
start
standing
moving around to the
outside
back of
or.
the building.
But anyway, I'm gonna take 10 on
You
moving up.
originally got to the back of the building initially, like before during your initial scouting, and realized it was completely boarded up. There's no way in.
Anyway, I'm taking 10 to move quietly up to the counter where the hooded candle is.
Okay. As you get to about right there,
Still keeping myself pretty alert. Wall.
you realize that it's not an actual hooded lantern.
It's a mimic.
Don't make me bring those back.
D&D mimics. This is the reason why I have trust issues.
It was a rock lobster.
It's actually what appears to be a floating light.
Oh. Of the dancing variety? Can I spellcraft that?
You can, but he's the one that noticed it is actually a.
Mm-hmm.
It's the exact amount of illumination like a regular lantern would have.
Mm-hmm.
But it,
And same with opacity.
Yeah.
Or not the opacity. The light and the texture of the light being reflected out is the exact same as a regular lantern. He sees it's just floating there.
I proceed to walk to the side of the bar side over here. Still retaining my
Over here?
10. Yeah, but I'm keeping right next to the bar side. Right there. I'm looking around behind the bar.
Okay, you see really nothing behind the bar other than more dust. Light just seems to be floating there out of place.
I'm gonna cast Detect Magic.
Have you moved in the building or
No, I was standing.
outside?
Detect magic is a
60-foot
6-foot
cone.
cone. You detect magic, sir. Blah blah blah. Spellcraft.
Well, I know that the light's not normal. I know it's magical, but I don't know what it is exactly.
I'm wanting to see if there's any other.
By the way, while I was looking around, those two doors, are they boarded up or not?
Nope.
15.
15. You realize that's cast as dancing lights from where you're at.
Is that the only magical aura that I sensed?
From where you are, that's the only magical aura that you set. Well, sense other than Wooji Wooji.
Yellow.
That you can see through the window there.
It's standing in front of the door.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
I'll move over to that door over there, still retaining the 10 on the stealth.
Oh, this one?
Yep.
Okay.
Move back up to
Try
this.
to.
You see another opaque looking window. It opens. You hear a window opening.
Coming from around the corner.
Yep. You don't know who the hell it is.
Walk over the corner, taking 10 still on my stealth.
Perception. You don't notice shit. Oh wait, no. No, you do. As you open it, a spider.
Oh
God,
please
no.
Don't put him through that! Oh!
Fairy fire the spider.
Fairy fire illuminates the spider.
Yep.
Doesn't set it on fire, but congratulations, you know how to illuminating glow spider. That's you see this. You have a magical spider now in front of your face, and you see a spider in the window. That's
What it
magical.
is it's lost Scion.
Anyway,
Is this tiny spider, small spider, diminutive? Diminutive.
round.
All right.
You see it though.
Yes, I'm aware.
So does your snake.
And
Yes.
So do I see his face or no?
It's illuminated by the fairy fire spider.
I go back to the door. Still
I
retaining
start
my
climbing in the window.
You start climbing in the window. The spider lands on you.
Okay.
He worships the spider god.
I know. I know. You open
Well,
the door.
can I nature to
Yep.
see if it's poisonous?
You're too far away.
Oh.
Diminutive spider. You just see
Oh yeah, diminutive.
You just see something now glowing that's wiggling.
You open it up. It seems to be a closet.
Empty, dusty.
A lot of dust. There appear to be broken caskets. Just a lot of rundown things. You are now in say room.
Yep. I'll go upstairs.
You walk upstairs.
Are you just marching up the stairs? Or are you moving quiet?
I'm moving semi-quietly. I'm not pounding on the stairs, but I'm not moving stealthily. Because I have a glowing spider on me.
Yep. And initiatives.
Got this.
Oh come on.
Don't worry, it's a 13. Yes,
Still.
that's a 7, not a 1.
And
7.
So. Tusk.
9.
9. All right.
You got a 7 also?
I got a 9.
13, I'm going first.
Yes, you are. Ain't that a treat?
well, no. That is a 19.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Put it as X.
X. All right. Just one X or
1X.
all right.
Effectively, this entire thing up here is a balcony.
Mhm.
As you walked up the stairs, oh yeah, you're at level 1 plus 6, 7. Yep. 3. That's got it. Pass your S. Wait, does it have SR? Yes. I need a will save from you.
Okay.
As you see a huge spray of colorful light come at you for his surprise round.
So, lovely 16.
Okay. What would he do? Shit. Yep, he would do that. You conniving little bastard. Who's up next? That was his surprise round.
Can we see this guy?
Yes, as his invisibility now wore off.
Oh, this balcony is visible from us.
This
No.
balcony is visible.
The balcony is visible.
He's invisible.
Okay.
When you were initially looking in,
yes.
you were back here and could not see up.
Yes.
Actually, I was right here.
Now that you moved to there, yes. But when you initially cast Detect Magic, you were back there, blah, blah, blah. You moved in. So, up round. Who's round 1 first?
First up is X. Next up is Zach.
What's the distance on that? 15 feet. Another blinding spray at your face.
So I'm hearing words being said upstairs.
4 plus 2, so 6.
6. Thank God.
Words and also apparently spraying of some kind.
Well, that doesn't make
On
sound.
the
It's just
colorful side.
Oh, color spray.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. The one that dazes
Yes.
or can knock you out.
Yeah, days blind.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Knockout.
Days is about all it can do to me.
Oh, you're susceptible to bright light.
Yeah.
Oh, wonderful.
Except he's got shades, doesn't he?
No,
No,
he
he
took
took
them
them
off.
When I got him.
Ha!
Because it's night,
Fuck
you took
him.
them off.
Yep.
Roll me 1d4, sir. 4. Fuck.
Our only chance of surviving this conflict is over.
Alright. Read it, staggered, confused, tangled. Fuck your invisible corporal. Where are those again? Not just one stunned.
Stunned it can do.
Stunned.
Is magic missile visible?
Yes.
Okay.
And blinded. For 4 rounds.
Fun.
You dropped anything you were holding.
A spider.
Oh, Spider's fucked. He's on the ground like, what the fuck just happened? Anyway,
This is my sexy place.
so we have 4 rounds on you. Who's up next? You're up next. Mark, you're down to 3.
Yeah, Tusk.
Down with.
And then me.
God
Yes.
damn it, you took my light.
Fuck you! You move what? Hustling is moving what? 3 times your movement speed?
Well, if you run, you can move 4 times. 3 times in heavy armor. However, you do not have a clear path due to a bunch of fucking tables in there. I'm just calling it a straight line as much as
Oh, okay.
possible if you move regular speed. Oh.
10, 40, 45, or 40, right there.
40's right there.
40.
You're not able to hit him.
No,
You are still...
no, I don't see through the wall, but I see.
Well, there's
What-
a banister up there, but you're
Yeah,
still
no, but I'm
below
seeing
banister.
him, so.
You see him.
But I
Shit.
mean, as I'm moving up, though, I'm pulling out my long sword, so.
Okay. He's going to get to it before you.
All right. And then me.
You can see him on the balcony.
Oh yeah. Magic missile, the fucker.
Okay. That's 3 magic missiles today.
Oh fucker. Yes.
2.
No, it was 2 magic missiles.
No,
So
you used,
this is
you
the
used
third
2.
one.
This is your 3rd.
Oh, okay. So in that case, then I have 1 first level spell remaining. Great.
So 2 damage.
2 damage.
Damage. What is his name? Just because of that, roll me 3d6.
Me?
Yes.
So 4 plus 6. 10.
Okay. All right. Next.
Ilon.
Long.
Ilon. Ilon?
Elon.
Ilon. Okay.
Those are the
Elon.
Alright, Ilon.
illuminate.
Don't make me do it again.
Can I see him from right here?
Yeah.
How high up is he?
He's about 15 feet up. is cast or channel positive.
Or you just come cast inflict light wounds.
Is that a touch spell?
Yeah, it is. Never mind. I thought it was right.
Nope.
Alright.
You're gonna have to touch the one.
Shoulder fight.
Okay.
Whoa!
I have no clue what's going on.
You're too far away for me to do anything, shit. So that's me.
Okay. Who's next?
X.
He
What
looks
about
over
your
the
round?
banister.
My
Oh,
round, I
shit!
cast magic missile at him.
Yeah, he did.
Yeah, I did. What did he do?
Who's he attacking?
What do you think? The big beefy dude that's coming after him.
Ah, yes. Another color spray? Or?
You do not have any. I need that again.
Any SR?
Yep. Will save, sir.
Good job.
6.
Did you include
Yeah.
plus? Oh.
Roll me a d4.
4.
Yeah, the two main fighters are down. In a way, they're blind.
Oh, blind, alright.
Blinded and stunned.
Oh, Christ.
All right.
Damn old people.
That's
Now, Zach.
down to 2.
Yo.
Next,
Zach.
after him.
Yeah.
Oh, Tusk.
Down to 3.
You're down to 3. Next.
Caramel. Let's see. I'm gonna burn another magic missile.
Last one for the
Last one for the day. Ha! 5. Motherfucker.
Okay.
Who the hell hides on a balcony?
As he says, blinded.
Alright. Now Illumin. Go on.
Yeah, I don't think he's going here.
9. You have so we can actually stop it right here.
30.
Well, unless somebody does something really good, really quick.
Yeah.
Alright, X.
He's still got his shit to do.
Ah.
The fortunate part is clerics don't have a lot of
You don't have anything that at first level that can harm.
not from a range. Actually,
You wouldn't be able, there's a balcony over you, but
oh,
you would be able to get him out there.
I'll sling and then I'll move, man.
Okay.
Does a 14 hit him?
No.
Yeah, I think so.
Okay.
No, but
Alright. X.
X.
Marks the spot.
And let's see here. All right. He sees you over there casting magic missile at him. He does the same thing. Back to you.
Alright.
that's a fifth spell. 6 for my that's a cantrip.
1, 2, yeah. 3. It's not a cantrip.
No.
No, I'm talking about
Not a
Color
cantrip.
no, I'm talking about plus the light. That's a cantrip.
Oh, no, yeah.
3 points of damage against you.
Alright.
1, 2, 3, 4. Yep. It's his 4th spell.
All right. And let's see here.
They're both still stunned, I think.
Yep.
Alright. I'm just gonna try a color acid splash.
That's
Is it-
really far away.
That's
Yeah.
too,
Yeah.
Too far.
Yeah,
You'll take a lot of
within 30 feet.
minuses.
30-foot range.
30-foot
Right.
range.
If he goes further, he takes a lot of
He's
minuses.
15 up,
No,
so
he
you gotta,
can't go
you gotta include that.
Alright, so 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6.
So that's going to be a
Double move.
double
That's a
move.
double move.
No, because
Yeah, go in diagonal 5.
Oh,
is the way
5,
it
10,
starts
5, 10, 5, 10.
Yeah,
Alright.
starts 5, 10.
15, 20.
Ah, fuck it. Double move. Can I?
5, 15, 20, 25, 35, 40. There you go. You're
Can
right
I-
next to the light.
Can I
there.
take cover?
He's not. You could well, taking cover. You're not going to be taking too much right there.
Mm-hmm.
Effectively, you could run and try to jump. You're not going to get too much cover either way.
No. Yeah. All right.
He seemed to move away from the edge of the balcony.
Mm-hmm.
Okay,
Yeah.
next.
That would be me.
Yep.
Can I reach him from right here?
Yep, and you'll be provoking an AO.
I will gladly take it. If you have.
Okay.
Concentration check.
Yep.
To not provoke the AO?
Concentration check? No.
That's from the
From here to here?
from the
Oh.
vantage point. Oh.
Oh.
Yeah.
Yeah, I guess so.
And what is
Oh, wait, no. I should have done acrobatics. Never mind.
Does a 10 hit you?
No.
Okay.
Concentration check. 11 plus my 4 plus.
You got it.
You gotta just be like 15 plus the spell level.
Yeah, but I mean, that's. Now, inflict light wounds.
Okay, it's an arm touch.
It's a touch
Arm touch attack, so that doesn't provoke an AO. Okay, roll.
3 damage.
Woohoo. 9. Okay, next.
X.
Moves back. As he moves back, pulls out a potion, drinks.
Fucker.
Of course, he'd max that damn thing just about.
Just about. Anyway, next.
Is Zach unstunned now?
Yep.
Alright. Kill the fucker.
Human.
Yeah. Draw a scimitar, jump
Wait,
towards the
do I have
motherfucker.
one more round until I'm on stunned, or?
That plus 5 plus 2 for human.
You got him.
And then a 50.
It is a D8. Yeah, I'm a D8 real quick.
Well, but aren't you blind?
No, he
No.
ran out of it now.
Yeah, they run together.
Oh. Okay.
Technically,
Those two,
yeah. see,
there are more effects to.
What's the point of that?
Yeah, I know. That plus 4 plus 2. He's dead.
no, he's at 0.
Plus 4, 9,
Plus 2.
10, 11.
11. So he's actually at 1.
Yeah.
Acid fucking splash. Channeled through my focus.
You have 2 lights now.
Oh god damn it.
What's the touch
12.
attack?
No, it's
Acid-
range touch.
Acid splash.
It's still a touch.
Is
though.
he in range?
It's a range
But is he
touch.
in range?
Yeah, against touch AC, yeah.
But is he in range of it?
Yes. He's 1.
5, 10, 15, 25, 30 is right there. Then up 15
Acid
feet.
splash. Acid splash.
Use acid splash, Charmander.
Yes. And it's at a 12
It's his touch.
against touch.
You miss.
Fucker.
Right in the pussy.
Ah.
So it splashes right above him.
My turn again?
Yep.
5. Right there.
As he
Fuck!
That's my new show, Tomahawk.
I wish you rolled a 1.
That's going to be an 18.
Yeah, you hit
He's dead.
by 1.
I don't care. She did.
Well, 3 plus what?
He's
Well, if he's
plus
dying. Oh,
He's-
wait, are we on.
He's at
Is
5.
this -10 rules?
It's negative con rules.
Oh, -con rules, okay.
He takes 5 damage.
Alright,
5
5 damage.
damage.
So is he dead or dying? Because if he's dying,
dying.
I want to save him.
He's dying.
Dying? Alright.
Bleed.
17.
Bleed. 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 Bleed.
I don't
Bleed,
care what information
bleed,
we need to get
bleed.
from him.
You guys all deal lethal. I was gonna run up and just bash him with my shield and deal non-lethal to knock him out.
Yeah, well, I would have done that too if I actually
You can
had
actually-
Merciful Spell.
You can actually deal non-lethal with magic spells, but you pull half damage on them.
No, it's a
No.
meta magic.
You
That's a
actually
meta
have to
magic
have-
feat
Yeah.
they have to take.
Oh,
No,
basically
So
turns
that's
all
why
your
they
spells
changed
into
it in
punch.
Pathfinder. You have to have
Yeah.
meta magic. Is it
Yeah.
okay? I know because in 3.5 you can pull your spells, but
And-
you only deal health.
Now, I could.
Is
All right, so
Merciful
we're gonna end there.
like punching or just pain?
It's blunt. Or
Merciful effectively is blunt. It is blunt damage dealt non-lethally.
Okay, so that's. Okay.
Probably should keep going.
Yeah.
So everybody, thank you
Anyway.
for joining us. That was episode
Yeah.
1. We'll be back next Friday for episode 2, and then going every other week after that.
Return of
And I'll
the
fuck up
Drow.
slightly less.
Return of the Gay Drow. Probably gonna get rigged.